but
yeah, three-man show. Better stand up. Turn the mic on. Turn the cams up. Max Powers dragging Wildcat in the cut. Three names ring out when it's time to talk tough. Three-man podcast, turn that up. Max dragging Wildcat, run that up. Hit that chat, let it flood, go nuts. If you're hating, better hope your Wi-Fi cut. Three-man podcast, talk that talk.
good evening, people. How you doing in this mug, man?
Dom DeMarco.
In all actuality, I'm playing around, but today's subject is going to be pretty serious. Not that we can come up with a solution for the black community, but we want to make sure everybody out there knows that, look, man, all of us are members of the black community. All of us are melanated. But all of us do not invest in the stupidity that goes on with some people in the black community. You have your people that leech off the government and don't never want to be better. But you have your ones that are business owners. You have your ones that go into politics. You have your ones that, you know, actually are good examples for the black community. But I have a theory myself that I think that some of our, and this example, it came to me basically thinking about all this gerrymandering that's going on. Like, people don't understand the gerrymandering. It's like you do realize that Democrats been gerrymandering for so many years that they have pretty much out gerrymandered any type of advantage that they can get partisan wise because they did it along racial lines. And now you have black folk up in arms because they think that their right to vote is being stripped away from gerrymandering. No, it's not your right to vote being stripped away. It's that they are redrawing the lines based off of census data, which, if you do not know, folks, our congressmen, the number of congressmen that you have per state is determined by census, not the Senate. The Senate, you always get 2 representatives per state. But Congress is done different. It's done based off census. And when you look at the lines, like, for instance, here's something that I found out today. So Virginia, if they would have, when they redrew the lines, and if it wouldn't have been cast out by Supreme Court, it would have been a 10-1 advantage for the Democrats. Now, mind you, the one that already is in place is 6-5. So you 10-1, 6-5, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 10-1, 6-5. Which makes more sense and which is more fair? Exactly. That's what I thought. Then you got Georgia, right? Now, Georgia hasn't done any redistricting, but you mean to tell me it's a Democratic districts in South Georgia? No. All the Democratic districts are in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Just like the Louisiana map. You can't have someone in freaking New Orleans determining the policies and the thing that's best for people in rural Louisiana 200 miles away.
Shreveport.
And Shreveport. You got to think, they had a district stretching from New Orleans all the way through Baton Rouge, all the way to Shreveport.
So you want to hear something so funny, which is quite hilarious? A lot of those blue districts in the South, they all got one thing in common. All those historic black districts in the South have one thing in common. Well, they got many things in common, but those are some of the poorest parts of that state, some of the highest crime areas of that state, some of the highest single mother areas of that state, all in those blue Democratic areas. Now, like Sean can speak to himself, you know. I gotta say, I'm no longer black, bro. Me no black, me dark beige nigga. That's why I am.
I was being politically correct, bro. You already know I'm Afro Latino. So is
Well,
Dragon over there. Dragon over there is He is what you call
Me no black, me Dominican, papa.
The word escapes me. He's indigenous Dominican.
Afro Negro.
He's indigenous.
I'm actually not black, so
You know, me no black, papa, me
father's from
Dominican.
Guatemala. I got proof. My father's from Guatemala. Even though on my birth certificate he put Puerto Rico.
I'm just a sellout, and I'm just a sellout. Fuck y'all.
Oh, we're
I
all
don't give a
coons.
fuck.
We're all coons and sellouts.
I'm a goddamn sellout. Uncle Tom, Jigaboo.
Well, Uncle Tom
goddamn.
is not an insult. Uncle Tom's not an insult.
Well, how them niggas use it? I'll be that. I'm a sellout. Goddamn, motherfucker. You call me Samuel Jackson on Django, nigga.
Exactly. Hey, but I want to play something real quick, and then but after you finish with your statement, I want to play something, and then we're gonna go into some statistics. Go ahead, dude.
Because yes, all those areas have been fucked up for honestly for over 2 generations. So it tells me one thing, black folks.
Maybe three.
The same problems that you guys had, like example, dude, it was a representative. No, she was gollies. It was the woman who got arrested in Virginia for I forgot what's the lady's name, but she got arrested in Virginia, and she's been represented in Virginia for over 30 years. Literally on TV.
Talking about the lady that has the cannabis shop.
Yes, that woman.
You want to play something from YouTube on that?
I don't care.
It's not important.
It's not really important. It's not really important cool, because cool. I'm going to move quick. There's literally a black woman talking about we have so many problems in our community, and you arresting the only person who's going to fix it. And I'm like, wait 1 second. How long y'all niggas been waiting for her to fix shit? Because it's been 30 years she's been serving. She should have got one fucking term.
She's been in it for decades. Matter of fact, it's a South Carolina congressman that probably is going to lose his seat because South Carolina's redistricting.
Al Greer's
and he's been in Congress. Al Green already got voted out. He's done. He's not even in there anymore. After I think they can serve up until January. Like him and Jasmine Crockett both lost their seats. They can serve up until January. That's it. Then they done.
It's funny how you don't see Jasmine Crockett out there like that.
She ain't got no choice.
You don't see her ass no more.
Of course not. She ain't got no choice, bro. She lost a Senate seat. She lost a House seat. She would have to wait 2 years before she could do any of that shit no more. She's even out there looking for a job, trying to get a job as a lawyer. She is done. That's why you don't see shit. That's why you don't see her fussing and making. She's not going out into that good night. She's not going out with a fight. That motherfucker just turned it. She didn't. Just gave up. Said fuck it.
Well, it's like I told Sell the Light podcast. Whenever we was talking about it, I was like, "Yo, the reason why Jasmine Crockett lost is because black folks didn't show up for her."
They sure didn't.
And it was just like
her own Democratic Party put a nice little wrench in the plans too by boosting Talrico on a nationally televised show this right before the damn voting started. And y'all sitting there and fussing about the redistricting. Now you ain't gonna have no representation. Sorry, Wesley Hunt won in a white district.
Yeah.
Byron Donald won in a white district.
It's crazy how they talking about. It's crazy how they talking. They talking about racism, but the problem is they try to put it on the Republican side. But the truth to be told is, when you want to talk about the racism, you got to talk about the Democratic Party, because whenever there's a black Democrat running in a white Democratic area, the black Democrat usually loses. Mm-hmm. Because the white Democrats don't vote for them.
Don DeMarco.
You deserve a Don DeMarco for that, dog.
But when it comes to a black Republican running in a white Republican area, there's a good percentage chance that he will win. that district. But y'all keep talking about racism. I'm like, no, the racism is on y'all side. But here's the problem with these
The
ignorant ass
Democratic part
niggas.
is the Democratic issue with that.
Here's the problem with these ignorant ass niggas. These ignorant ass niggas have never thought about maybe we should try to vote Republican one time. Just one time. One time.
Well, you saw your
What?
boy Stephen A. called for that, and they roasting him for that.
Oh, I'm waiting for him to backpedal. I'm waiting for him to backpedal. Like
I
if
am too.
Stephen A. Smith doesn't backpedal, I will be fucking surprised. Because usually after the black woke mob whoop his ass, verbally beat the shit out of him, that's when he comes back. Now, I want you to understand. What I was saying I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. What I was trying to say is maybe it's time for us to refigure how we supposed to vote. That's Stephen A.
Well, I
But
mean,
see,
you
black
know,
folks
go
ain't
ahead,
gonna do that. I was gonna say black folks ain't gonna do that.
Nah, and the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, and we've been doing it for 60 years.
60 years, nigga?
Overwhelmingly.
No. 60 years overwhelmingly, but we've been voting majority Democrat 90 years.
90 fucking
90,
years.
90 fucking years. Like, it is so fucking bad. It's so hilarious. It's so bad where Hispanics make fun of you. When I was a kid, Hispanics and black folks, we were right there kind of neck and neck. Hispanics overtook in the black population. Now, you can't get mad when you can't get mad when people are, they're pretty much prioritizing Hispanics over black people.
And
Just think
illegals
about
over
it.
black people.
Just think about it. For the past year and a half, the Democratic Party has ignored the black votes. They have ignored it. Now, 6 months until the election, now the Democrats will start talking to black people. And I got black people over here like talking to me like, we gotta vote, we gotta get out there, vote Democrat. And I was like, wait one second. Why the fuck I was like this, just hear me out. Just hear me out as an independent. Why the fuck I'm gonna vote for the Democrats for the last year and a half? They ignored us. Now when it's time for us, they need our vote. That's when they're talking all this pro-black shit now. Because the Republicans redistrict, I'm like, well, the Democrats have been, a lot of those people in those dominant black areas have been voting. They have been in office for 30 fucking years, and the community look worse. Look at fucking Memphis. Ever since
Crime.
I've been driving
Look at
trucks,
Chicago.
Memphis,
Chicago. Crime. New
bruh.
York. Crime.
Ever since I've been driving trucks, Memphis been off the chain environment.
LA.
Bruh.
Crime. Dude, and then what's crazy is that, like, I don't get how the hell there's not an uproar in the black community when it comes to what Senator Tlaib said. Senator Tlaib took up congressional time to barter for the reparations for illegals who have been disproportionately disenfranchised or offended by the ICE raids. It took less than a year in Trump's term for a Democrat to go for reparations for illegals, and black folks been asking for reparations for how many decades?
Since I was born. I remember.
And y'all still voting motherfucking Democrat. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Actually, since I started watching politics, it's been since I started to understand politics, which I was around 7, so 30 fucking years. For me,
Crazy, man.
for some of you older niggas, it's been longer.
And what is it that the black community always want to say? Well, white people just like Ilhan Omar likes to say, well, white men are the ones that are causing, that are the ones that are causing all the violent crimes on everybody. They're the most dangerous people in the world. No, I got statistics to prove it. And matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and go into this. We're gonna go ahead and go
5%.
into this. Right, but we're gonna go into this really quick video right here, where I am surprised that she even said this, because I follow her on Instagram and she basically shows her body, and that's pretty much it. It's not always inappropriate, but she shows her body and how you like my outfit today, and and she's a three baby having single mama. Now I'm not bashing single mothers. I'm not saying that, but single motherhood is what's caused the problem in the black community, and you will see when we get these statistics. Here we go.
Have to do anything to suppress black people, sweetheart. Black
Hold
people
on.
are doing it all by themselves. The white men don't have to do anything to suppress black people, sweetheart. Black people are doing it all by themselves. Y'all love to try to blame the white man for everything. Let me just tell you, the white man ain't forcing you to go to the liquor store every weekend. The white man not forcing you to go to the club every weekend. The white man not forcing you to drink lean. He not forcing you to pop Percocets. He's not forcing you to have all these illegitimate bastard-ass kids. The white man is not forcing you to do none of it. You are willingly participating in this mess of a life. So don't sit in my face and try to tell me what the white man is doing to you. They did it to them. We the product of what they did to them. Now it's up to us to change the way we think, change the way that we eat, change the way that we do things, change the places that we go to, change the people that we're procreating with. Change.
Before he gets into it, I think she made a very good point. Out of everything she said, we are the product of what the white man did to them. She is talking about slaves. She's talking about Reconstruction and Jim Crow. We are the product of that.
Bullshit.
Even hold on. But even then, when black people were going through all this shit during Reconstruction and Jim Crow, they still thrived. They don't teach black people that. They teach black people the bad stuff, like the Oklahoma Black Wall Street getting destroyed by Democrats, because it was the KKK that did it. They don't tell you that after that shit happened, they rebuilt that whole motherfucker by them damn self. We had black banks, we had black businesses, black pharmacies, everything we needed. So I agree with her when it comes to we are the product of it, but at the same time, a lot of these black people that are causing issues in the community with the black on black crime and the children out of wedlock, they don't even read to even know this shit. The only reason why I can say that we're the product of it is because of biology and DNA being passed down, and it could be some
bullshit.
The reason why I'm saying we're going to
the reason why I'm saying bullshit, you will see the same shit in other fucking countries. You will see the same shit. You will see the same shit in Colombia, Brazil. You will see the same shit in Guatemala. You will see the same shit in Dominican Republic. You will see the same shit. The reason why I'm like, yo, you will see the same shit over and over. They had the exact same fucking thing. Not only they had a longer segregation, they had a longer slavery.
The slavery was actually
they living in the same thing. The same shit happened in Colombia. The same slavery that happened in the Dominican Republic. It's the same slavery that happened in the United States of America.
Did you know that there was only 275,000 slaves that were brought to America? Do you know that Brazil eclipsed that number? Why do you think it's more black people in Brazil? Brazil has the largest black population outside of Africa than any other country. Do you know why that is? It's because they had 500,000, double the slaves that America got, Brazil got. Double the slaves. And in Jamaica, in Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, all of these other drop-offs during the slave trade, their slavery was harsher than ours. Yes, we had alligator bait babies. Yes, we had bull bucking. Yes, we had where they wrestled us against each other for profit. Yes, you had slave master going into the house and graping the women Yes, but that was going on in the West Indies too, and in South America, and it was going on at a higher rate. But we're the victims. You don't hear this shit in other countries. They don't claim their victimhood like we do. I've been to DR. I seen folk do whatever they can to make it. I seen a dude carry a fucking couch on the back of a fucking bike.
He sure.
When I saw that shit, and I think, matter of fact, me and Dragon were together.
I was there. He sure the fuck.
Me and Dragon were together, and I said, Dragon, look at that shit.
Time out.
Yes, a love couch. It was a love seat. It was a love seat, not a whole big couch. It was a love seat.
Hold on, time out.
Two dudes.
Time the fuck out.
One driving the bike.
Here's the bullshit. I think them niggas got a business doing that because I seen a nigga on the back of a moto doing the same. Yo, nigga had a couch.
And if they do have a business, that's called being industrial. That's called taking the lemons that you get in life and making fucking lemonade, dog.
And so it's like this. They actually, a lot of these countries actually had a longer segregation. Hell, some of the same colorism policies they have now is still in some of those countries.
Oh yeah,
it's just not as prevalent as it is because we're in a modern day now. And you got world travelers, and the fact that you got people who are coming from other countries. You got different economic opportunities now. But the crazy thing is, we have better economic opportunities now. Not only we have better not only we have better economic opportunities in the United States, but you also have it in the hood. You have it. You have a better chance of finding a fucking job in the hood than you were if you was in the Dominican Republic. So for some of the crime in the Dominican Republic, I actually understand this shit. It's a lack of economic opportunity. My girl's still looking for a job, and it's been well over a fucking year. She's been looking for a job for so long that honestly, I just told her, just fuck it. It doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even fucking matter because she's not gonna work this one job's want to pay her pennies. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm like, fuck that. I could carry the weight for both of us. It is what it is. But the fact that you have that, you niggas still want to blame the white man. Because I'm going to be real with you. When it came up through the hood, when I was growing up in the hood, when I was motherfucking homeless, it wasn't the white man that made fun of me. It wasn't the white man that robbed me. It wasn't the white man that tried to stop me from graduating. It wasn't the white man that it wasn't a white man that turned me down from having a actual job because they disagreed because I did not like the school that I went to, and it was their alma mater. It wasn't a white man that did that. No, everyone was nigga.
You ain't gotta
nigga shit.
You ain't gotta tell me that, dude. The first time I ever got robbed, dude, like I was in a black neighborhood and there was some black guys that robbed and took my damn laptop. Now the first time I got mugged was to some Latinos, but the first time I actually got robbed was when I went to my HBCU and somebody stole my herringbone chains. And then I've never been bullied more than anybody. I've been bullied more at HBCU. I never got bullied when I was coming up through my predominantly white high school and middle school. Never got bullied. Never. I got bullied in my neighborhood when I was really young by a girl that was bigger than me. We fought every day. Black girl. So y'all kiss my ass with all this damn white supremacy bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And you know what's crazy? I have somebody I've been communicating, debating every day on my damn through DMs and stuff. He played football with me back in the day. He went to college with me. This cat is rich. He runs some type of credit card, like he does like, I think he makes money off interest or something he sets up for people. And I'm like, dude, how you gonna sit there and scream white supremacy when you rich, dude? Like if it's so white supremacy was such a problem, why the fuck you doing good? He complain about gas prices, dude. Come on, man. Get the Upside app and get goddamn cash back.
Well, it's new hustle, blaming a white man for everything. And to all you niggas for all you niggas who wants to complain about gas prices, please, as a truck driver, shut the fuck up. Because for 4 years, when gas prices was consistently high, you cock-sucking dick motherfuckers didn't say shit for 4 fucking years. So shut the fuck up for shut the fuck up for 3 years, please. Please do me the satisfaction, do me the grace to make sure my heart continuously beating for another day. Help me keep my blood pressure low. Please shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Yes. Cause it makes absolutely no fucking sense, dude. And they bitching. We probably go through some clips of them bitching about this damn gerrymandering too. But let's see what this dude got to say about this. I follow him.
Yes, she's 100% correct. And if you think about it, more or less, your life is essentially an accumulation of the decisions that you've made up until this point. So if you stack good decision on top of good decision on top of good decision, you're likely going to get a good result. If you stack bad decision on top of bad decision on top of bad decision, you're likely going to get a bad result. Amongst the Black community as a whole, there is too much focus on history, racism, and the white man, along with the system. There is not enough focus on personal accountability, decision-making, character, and competence. There needs to be far more focus on that. Black Americans as a whole, we're consumers. We consume. We don't invest and create at the rate.
Black Americans have, what is it, $1 trillion? What do they call it?
We spend over $1 trillion a year.
Yep. You got black single mamas out there buying all types of Jordans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they won't get their kids tutoring. You got black moms out there making sure that, have you seen the whole thing with the proms that went on this year, dude? They celebrate proms. Yeah. They celebrate proms more than they celebrate fucking graduation. They go all out for proms.
Yeah, we actually did a show about it. Well, they got mad at a white girl because she was talking something out of the heart. She was actually being real. Instead of, black people this is what I would do, right? Say Dragon and Sean, right? Dragon and Wildcat. Every single day, I'm hanging out with y'all every single day. Every single day for over a year. And y'all like, man, Sean, Dragon, you like, man, you stink. You stink, bruh. Then Wildcat, you like, man, you stink. Then it's after a while to either is something wrong with both of y'all niggas' noses, or maybe I need to wash my ass.
Exactly. Accountability.
So black folks have never thought about it. You know what? Iron sharpens iron. Is this how all of these other races of people view us? There's something we doing wrong. Example.
Self-reflect.
The shit that black folks have talked about white people, or white people don't know how to season goddamn food. White people food is bland. Man, I cannot tell you, man, all of my people who I know who are white now, they've been seasoned, they season the fuck out of their goddamn meat.
Exactly. They using all types of herbs and shit. I didn't see the videos on social media.
I seen
white folks actually seasoning their shit.
I seen a white boy, he goddamn was cooking collard greens, and when he was showing the recipe, I was like, oh shit, you see how my goddamn mouth watering and shit, because this motherfucker made collard green with neck.
He put ham hock.
He put ham hocks in that bitch. The motherfucker, he was just like, he actually put me on game on something. He was like, to help out with the flavor in it, that you could always sprinkle just a tad bit of salt in this shit, and it
Yep.
would help out. I was like, what? Okay. I mean, not a tad bit of salt, a tad bit of sugar in it that would
That's what my
help
mama
out
does.
with the bitterness. And I was just like,
That's
what?
what my mom
Okay.
does. My mom does that. My mama been sprinkling sugar in her collard greens for years, dude. She don't like it tangy. She don't like the vinegary taste. She don't like it too tart. So that's what she taught me.
Yeah, and we was like, yo, what it does, it balances it out. I was like, get the fuck. He was just like, not too much sugar, but just a little bit.
Nice
And I
little
was like,
pinch. Nice little
yo,
pinch.
what the
Right.
fuck? Then
Folks,
he
that's
made
called
some goddamn.
accountability. Folks, that's
He
called
made some
accountability.
mashed potato. I mean, he made some mashed potatoes from scratch, macaroni and cheese.
Probably
Goddamn,
put cream in that, but he
sweet
probably put cream in that shit too.
sweet potato pie, man. God damn it, boy. That motherfucker, I was just like, man, this is a seed. I was like, this white boy right here, boy, he like a bald what is it, Bobby Caldwell white. He
I'm
like
trying to tell you.
he like a white man with spices and
You talking
seasoning.
about that dude from Louisiana? Just be like, put a little onion in it. Ooh, Lord.
Oh,
You talking about that dude?
you talking about that motherfucking cornbread.
That dude that could cook. I grew up watching him.
No, I ain't talking about him.
Folks, all that is the white people have seen, they have self-reflected, and they said, you know what? They might be right. Maybe we need to change up. But black folks won't do that shit. Black folks blame somebody else and cry victim instead of looking within themselves and trying to change for the better. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
My problem with him is he might be black. The white
Was it red-headed?
no, for real. No, the old white guy who be cooking outside and shit, and
You
like
think
look like a
somewhere
little
down?
hot.
Oh, you talking about? You think somewhere
No,
down?
he's
the
in
line,
Louisiana.
He might have some black.
No, it's a possibility he could be black because of the fact that he could be Creole. Like what's that motherfucker's name?
He is Creole. He is Creole.
Rich Baker, whatever his name is. He like he be slapping the butter on the goddamn grill.
Mm-hmm.
He about one stick of butter. He's a black dude. He's actually black.
Oh wow.
Because if you see his son, that's it. Like if you see his son and you see his wife, that's his mom. And his son looked like he's mixed.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't understand. No, that's a nigga right there. You just Creole.
Mm-hmm.
And like because I think it was one episode he was hugging his mama. His mama was dark.
Yeah, some Creole people light as hell. They just light.
Or
Just like you got black albinos. You got black albinos. But that's
one stick of butter now.
Let's
Now
continue.
check that out.
That we should be. And it's up to us to fix it. The system is not going to fix it again because your life is essentially an accumulation of the decisions you make. The government can't fix it for you. The policies cannot fix it for you at this point. The reason I say they can't fix it for you at this point is because we need a fair shot. We have a fair shot now. There's nothing a white person can do that I can't do. So now it's up to us to make better decisions on a consistent basis to where that can stack into good results. Too many of us are focused on what happened in the past. We're looking in the rearview mirror trying to drive forward. It's not going to work. We need to be focused on becoming competent, getting in better shape, making better decisions, learning how to invest, building businesses, becoming more productive members of society. That's what we need to be focused on. Less focus on racism, slavery, history, and white people holding us back. White people are not working to hold us back anymore.
But the white man.
And I mean that as a whole. Sure, you've got racist white people in certain areas that would not like to see black people do well. But that's too small of a percentage for us to be putting that much focus on at this point in time. So yeah, that's all I've got for now. Don't forget I have a...
Yeah, so I travel around the nation, bruh. To all you niggas who thinking white folks just doing so well, they just doing great, man. I can tell you, bruh, I have seen more poor white people than anything, man.
Mm-hmm. So
there's so many.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Man, fuck.
But folks, like I was saying earlier, like she mentioned too in the clip, Look at this. Children living in single parent, father absent homes. Black, 63 to 67%. Hispanic Latino, 40 to 45. They still ain't up to 50% yet. White is 24 to 28%. And they have a bigger population than us. We're only 14% of the population, and 63 to 67% of our homes are single parent. Look at the Asians, 15 to 17%. The black community has the highest percentage of children living in single parent households in the U.S. Most single parent households across all groups are female-headed households. How did that come? LBJ, welfare, dependency on the system. Kick the dad out the house so that you can get this money. Many researchers note this statistic is tied to multiple factors, including income inequality, incarceration rates, educational disparities, and declining marriage trends nationally. This is from the CDC, and that's from Paul Research. Births to unmarried mothers. Blacks, 68 to 70%. And you know what's crazy? Only 20% of black men are contributing to this, but 68 to 70% of black women are. Let that sink in. And if you think I'm fucking lying, go look it up for yourself. Look at the amount of black men that are married with children. Isn't it like 35 to 40% of black men are single with no kids? It's up there. It's up there. Look at the Asians.
It's
10 to
50
15%. Asians, 10 to 15%.
It's 54% of black. It's 54% of black men are single and childless. 54%.
54%.
Not only that, but I think it's 50. Now these are old Kevin Samuel talking points here, but I think the numbers probably have gone up a little bit. But 50, if I remember correctly, 52% of those black men are in the middle class. So
which means they got a pretty good income, at least 38 to
at a point
$50,000 a year.
But at a point, it ain't the black. See, if the black men were the problem, black men are married to like hundreds of thousands more than black women are.
They marry black women at an 80% rate too. 80% rate, black men are still marrying black women.
And the higher the economic level goes, the more likely they're marrying a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that to ladies out there, it got to come to a point to where you gonna have to put two and two together. It's because I'm kind of numb to a lot of this shit now. Like all the old school talking points, black men are broke, black men are dusty and shit. It's like I was on a panel to where a black woman was talking like that. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. None of the black men did what they usually do, like start kind of a little bit of a crash out and shit. That shit ain't true. All the black men were just silenced and all that shit. And it's at a point to where black men are just checked out.
They are checked out.
We're checked out. Like
they are checked out.
Because what's going to be happening when the next statistics come out, end of this year, oh no, actually my bad, beginning of next year when the new statistics come out.
Yeah, the census comes out next year, yeah.
I'm putting no census coming out in 2030.
It's 2027? Oh, I thought it was 2027. Go ahead.
No, it's 2030. Their statistics, they usually update statistics every 6 to 4 years. So the old school Kevin Samuel talking points are about to go out. Those talking points are going to be different now. What's going to happen is, my prediction is,
it's going to be worse.
My prediction is the marriage of the Black women being married is going to go down.
Of course.
Not only is going to go down, but it's going to be to where black men who are married is going to be up, and it's the races of women are going to be up. The other races of women is going to be up. It's going to be a major fucking uptick because you got to understand the statistics of the passport bro movement has not been updated yet. They don't get updated until January or February of next fucking year.
Oh, okay.
That's where you're going to see the effect of the passport bro movement.
Here's something that's very interesting, guys. CDC findings noted that non-marital first births among black fathers. Now, remember, we just mentioned that black mothers, single black mothers, that shit's been skyrocketing since the 70s. But look what it says here. CDC findings noted that non-marital first births among black fathers declined from 77% in the 1980s to 66% in the 2000s. What does that say to you? What does that say to you, folks? Black
women getting pregnant.
By the same
I
black
was
men.
I was going to say black women getting pregnant by the same black men.
Over and over and over again. Look at the marriage rates by race, guys. Asian, 60%. White, 55%. Hispanic, 45%. Blacks, 32%. And y'all want to point it to the black man. To the white man. Y'all want to point to white supremacy. So is white supremacy keeping y'all from getting married? Is white supremacy making you have out of wedlock children? Please make it make sense. Look at this. Married in 1970, white, 70%. Black, 55% of black people were married in 1970. Look at the drop-off. Over 20% of a drop-off. Look at whites. Whites had about almost a 20% drop-off. It's still in the teens. It's like a 15% drop-off. Blacks had over a 20% drop-off. 23 to be exact. 23% drop-off. Hispanics only had, what is that? Like a 25% drop-off. Asians only dropped off by 6%. If I was a black leader, I would be researching what the Asians are doing. And that would be the call to action for the black community. That would be the call to action.
They ain't gonna do it.
No, of course they're not gonna do it, but that's a smart thing to do. Research what other races are doing, especially the Asians, and then secondly, Hispanics. All right, look at this. Fertility rates. You cannot expect to have black representation in Congress or anything if you do not replenish the black population. Look at the daggum fertility rates. We're down at the bottom. Almost. The Asians are at the bottom, but the Asians ain't got nothing to worry about. They still got nuclear families. We don't. 1.4 to 1.5 is the fertility rate. So across America, everywhere in every demographic, we're not replenishing our population. We're not. And that could be attributed to a couple of things. It could be the LGBTQ movement, same-sex marriage, all that stuff. That has to be something that's that's causing this as well. Of course, also the abortion rate rising and all that stuff. Because I'm surprised at this because black women, they unalive their children at a higher rate than any other demographic. I believe the only reason why Asians are still lower than us is because we outpopulate them. Which if I'm gonna predict that by 2030, maybe 2035, black folks will probably be the lowest populated minority in America. We keep killing ourselves. We keep having these incarceration rates, drugs, not having families. That's what's going to happen because Kevin Samuels already said. He said half women in America are going to be childless and not married, childless and alone. All right, so let's look at this too. Additional demographic trends. Interracial marriage rates. Asians are at 29%, Hispanic 27, Black 18, white
So
11. This might go up. I think the Black interracial rates are going to go up. I think they're going to go up.
so what Kevin Samuel said. So what they said, half of what they would basically said, and by 2030, half of all American women will be singled and childless by the year 2030.
Mm-hmm.
That is the average for all races of women.
Yep.
So, I mean, sorry, yeah, that includes all races of women put together. Here's the thing. We already see the trend with how black women are. So what will happen is whatever it looks like in the white community is going to hit the black community like an epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a possibility that I had my partner and we did statistics, and it was basically like we was basically trying to figure out when was going to be the last time a black person will ever be born. When will be the last time a black person ever be born? And what we used is we use trends and the trends of the black community, yada yada yada. And long story short, he came up with 2 generations, and that was like, I don't know, that was about
That's 40
2000.
years.
That was and that was in 2017.
So
The problem
2037 then. 2037? 17, 27.
more like 40 years.
2047. 2047, yeah, 2047.
20 actually like 2057, between 2057 and 2067.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, how did you come up with that number? You know, I was just trying to figure out, how did you come up with that number? He was like, well, how your trends are going, there's going to be a point to where he was like, there, like me and him, we came up with a theory called the Great Self-Deletion. And it was basically talking about 12% of all people are going to unalive themselves because of the fact that they're not going to be able to keep up in the new age, the digital age. You're starting to see the trend of like one of the main reasons why we got to have mass deportations is because of the fact that AI is taking away a lot of jobs. Like AI in the trucking industry so far has taken away 100,000 jobs.
The job growth just went up too, y'all. Recently, we just had job growth.
The what?
Job growth just went up. I think 115,000 jobs.
And so the reason why I was for Donald Trump, because it wasn't because he was going to be this great fucking president. In my opinion, he coming out to be a great president. But I was like, the shit that is coming, we cannot have a weak person in the White House at all.
We sure can't.
Like AI, when they talking about the boogeyman with AI, yes, AI is that fucking boogeyman. And the shit that's going to happen with AI, like you're talking about right now. So when it comes to just say not an average job, but the basic intro level of any job, like a basic job, let's say like a fry cook, somebody working at McDonald's, or somebody who's picking fruit. What is happening is the IQ level is being raised up for those jobs. Like the IQ level for truck driving is being raised up for these jobs. For example, in the next couple of years, we're going to be getting an up to date of technology in our truck. Dog, 4 years ago, we just no three, yeah, 3 to 4 years ago, we just got touch screens in our fucking trucks. So whatever comes out in the fucking car, the trucking industry is 5 to 10 years behind.
Okay.
So because of what AI is going to cut that shit down in half to
Yeah.
5. It's going to cut that shit down to 5 to 2 years now. Then eventually we're going to be on the same playing field with cars. So the intelligence level with the newer trucks has gone up. Like example, there was a program that was in this truck that nobody fucking knew about it, and I had to tell other drivers how to work the program. They didn't, because they tried to use the automatic climate shit. And I was just like, oh, okay, I can show you how you do that. Let me show you. What you do is you press this button right here. You see the screen pop up. You press OK. You go over, press OK again, and press OK. It's set. You don't have to. Everything will be automatic for you right now while you're chilling and sleeping. And they was just like, oh shit, word, I appreciate that shit. And they was just like, yeah, so what you and this is how you control the temperature, just put it what the average temperature is. And they was just like, well, how do I know what the average temperature is? And I was just like, well, if you want at 80 degrees, between 80 and 90, you turn it all the way to the red. If you want it like 72%, which is comfortable, you just turn it up a little bit. So basically, it's an automatic system that will run your truck, do climate control, will do everything automatic for you, so you won't have to do nothing manually while you're chilling. A lot of the drivers did not know how to use the system, and so I had to teach them it. But also, a lot of the drivers I'm teaching this system to, they're way older than I, right?
Right.
So we're already starting to see with the new trucks that are coming out, it has way more technology than my truck has now. So I have to keep, in order for me to still be useful, I had to learn how to learn the new systems. So what I do is, on my own time, I learn new systems, right? A lot of the truck drivers ain't going to do that, and those are going to be the ones that's going to get replaced in the future. Like example, I'm going to be learning it's going to be short, but I'm going to be learning all AI that's going to be involved with logistics.
Smart. I'm gonna get me
So
an AI certificate too.
I will be useful. Hell, you can get an AI certificate in 28 days. Where I found
Yeah, I'm gonna do that course, man. I'm doing something else right now, but when I'm done with it, I'm gonna do that course, and learn
Yeah, I found out
several different apps.
you can
Several
get
different
certain
apps.
shit. You can get like certain AI certificates. I was like, I didn't realize the AI
Mm-hmm.
was going to like, and it's
Yeah.
like 28 days too. I'm
So
like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
15
hold on,
minutes a day. And
hold
the
on,
thing
hold
about
on.
the AI, like
I
if you
think
haven't
Dragon's trying to
known
say
folks, the
something.
people go ahead, Dragon. I'm sorry.
That's why I've been telling y'all for the longest in regards to coding, what AI is going to do, and other stuff. Because even just as a quant slash algo trader, I mean, you can make 1 million plus annually. Yes, 1 million plus annually, or anywhere from 500,000 to 800,000 plus annually in regards to like blockchain and other stuff like that. It's just as a digital asset PM trader, that's 300K to 2 million plus annually, just along with that. And then with the AI jobs that you do along on the side of those two to kind of go along with it, they're paying the same amount in regards to those jobs as well too. From what Wall Street was saying, dude, like this shit is huge. So learning
You
AI,
don't even have to learn coding no more. They
no,
got an app out now that you can create any app, any website, and you don't even have to know coding.
Nah, I'll still say on the back end, no coding, because by you knowing coding and you know how to code and make the AIs and large language models and other stuff, you are a necessity, because that's even one of the jobs of what they have, which is on Wall Street careers, is doing exactly that. So you will need to code. Fuck all that.
And folks, if you didn't know, the whole thing with this whole Iran stuff and America having to drill baby drill now is the highest supplier in the nation in the world, as well as having access to the highest reserves in the world. How do you think AI comes about? It's not just the data centers. The data centers have to be fueled by what? Oil. Now it's good that America needs to have more data centers because that's what China's doing, but China's having issues now because they don't have the access to the oil that they had before.
Data
And that's
centers
what
are
that was the
actually
plan that Donald Trump put in place in order for us to be on top with AI. You have to have the oil. You have to have that fuel so
Well,
you can build those daggum data centers.
that's a ploy on the oil part. The AI centers have to have water. They consume large amounts of water.
yeah, they consume
Well, they do
lots.
consume water, but you still have to
Mm-mm.
in order to make the data centers. What does that involve?
Well, in that
You got to
Well,
aspect,
build,
well,
right?
it's going to take the same average amount of oil that it takes with building a warehouse. The
Exactly.
problem, the what it is water, and it doesn't say, does it have to be fresh water? Can it be salt water, or it has to be fresh water, Jack?
it's just it has to be clean, fresh water. So, like the water that they would have that doesn't have anything in it, that's what they're putting into it. All the other stuff that has pollutants in it, basically your tap water and shit like that, they're not going to use your tap water, because your tap water has stuff inside it that can actually corrode the systems for what they're using at the
So they
plant.
got to reverse osmosis, or either
Yep.
use like a natural aquifer, right?
Yep. Or what they're going to wind up doing after a while, because once they start landlocking the water and putting that into a system to where you're going to have a certain amount of water of what you can utilize. Because remember, I already posted about them tokenizing water as it is, which means that there's going to be a lot of them out at a certain point in time, and you have to have X amount of tokens in order to get some water. So after they do that, the next thing of what they're more likely going to do is start taking the water from the ocean, desaline it, and start utilizing that after the water
Wow,
is landlocked.
that is fucking crazy, dude.
Maybe that's another reason why. Maybe that's another reason why Trump made Gulf America go for Mexico go for America.
Yep.
You never know. Hey, now I want to show. I want to
Well,
show y'all something. What we
well,
was
the
talking about
main
earlier.
reason why he made Gulf of America to from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America, it was because Biden signed an executive order in order to when Biden signed his executive order banning offshore drilling in the Gulf of Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
Trump would have to do a whole bunch of legal shit in order to get that shit back. So what he thought is a smart plan was what he thought was, which was absolutely genius in my opinion, because it saved him years and years of his presidency of legal fuck, I can't, my sorry, I had something in my eye. It saved him years and years of making laws and all that shit, and them fighting it over in Congress and the House, then Supreme Court and all that shit, to where he was just like, you know what, I just changed the name. Instead of Gulf of Mexico, it's just Gulf of America, and everything, everything what Joe Biden did in the Gulf of Mexico was null and void now, because it's no longer the Gulf of Mexico, it's the Gulf of
Right, you changed the
America.
name and it don't matter. So that was smart as
So
fuck.
shit, it was genius, because most people who pay attention to politics, or who pay attention to the who are like political scholars, didn't even think of that. And so that's why a lot of people who were like, you know, when Trump changed the name, there was a lot of people giving him political props because it was genius. Absolutely fucking genius. But y'all can play this, but give I will be back like 15. I'm still listening, but I
Cool.
gotta use the restroom, so I'll be
Cool.
listening.
We know, bro. We know.
All right. Well, check this out, folks. Let's get back on what we was talking about the state of the Communitah. Look at this statement right here. Among black newlyweds, black men intermarry, meaning they marry their own race, at higher rates than black women. And what is it that black women always say? Black men hate black women. Well, why is it that we're marrying y'all at twice the times that y'all marry us? 24% as opposed to 12%.
Oh, that's gonna drop.
How is it? Yeah, it's gonna drop. The passport bro movement is gonna make that drop. But how is it that they can say all the time, well, black men hate black women and black men ain't no, black men are marrying black women. Black women ain't marrying black men at the same rate that black men are marrying black women. So in other words, they are swirling or divesting more than black men are. This is what it is. Now, look at this overall summary here. It says, compared with other major U.S. demographic groups, the black community statistically has the highest rate of children in single-parent homes, the highest non-marital birth percentage, the lowest marriage rate, and the fertility rate that has recently declined sharply. We cannot afford for our fertility rate to decline, folks, because if it declines, guess what? You're going to see less and less black people in a few generations. But meanwhile, though, Asian Americans generally show the highest marriage rates and lowest non-marital birth rates. Hispanic Americans tend to have the highest fertility rates. So they're having out of wedlock kids, but at least they're doing a better job at replenishing their population than black folk are. I'm just saying. Now you have white Americans fall in the middle in most family structure indicators. So let's look at some of this other stuff that's going on. Has violent crime within black communities contributed to their incarceration rates? Yes. Violent crime has contributed to incarceration rates among black Americans, particularly for homicide, robbery, and aggravated assault. However, research also note that sentencing disparities, policy practices, drug enforcement differences, and socioeconomic conditions play a role as well. Let me tell you something, though. Sentencing disparities, policy practices. What policy practices do you think are contributing to this? Last I checked, Joe Biden helped write the crime bill that Clinton signed into damn law. The same crime bill that President Trump had to come back and do the First Steps Act. Because he pardoned over 3,000 something people. So once again, if you're talking about white supremacy, look at your own party that you vote for at a 90% rate. Most violent crime in America is intraracial. Intraracial. So all that bullshit Ilham Omar was talking is some bullshit. White offenders usually victimize whites. Black offenders usually victimize blacks. So the black on black crime is not unique in the sense of the same race victimization. Most crime occurs within one's own community because people tend to live near people of the same demographic group. FBI and victimization data has shown this pattern for decades. Decades, folks. Homicide, violent crime rates in many heavily impoverished black urban communities have historically been higher than the national average. Well, of course it's been higher than the national average. You take the father out the home, you take structure out the home, you take discipline out the home. Mothers, regardless of what race they are going to enable their children because they're not designed to be the disciplinary one in the relationship. The man is. Researchers have linked all of this to concentrated poverty, male unemployment, gang activity, family disruption, failing schools, drug markets, and neighborhood disorganization. Okay? Look at our incarceration rates only explained by crime rates. Several studies have found Black Americans are more likely to be arrested for some offenses, more likely to receive harsher sentences, more likely to be incarcerated for comparable crimes than whites. Okay, that does exist, but at the same time, does it take away your choice? Does it take away you deciding not to be a fucking vagabond? Does it take away you not deciding not to be a thug? God don't even mess with free will. And y'all out there thinking that white supremacy is messing with your free will to not rob this person or sell these drugs or whatever the fuck you doing. The disparity goes on continuing and says the disparity is especially discussed regarding drug crimes, mandatory minimum sentencing, crack versus powder cocaine laws, bail systems, and the plea bargaining. Now, mind you, once again, it did mention policies. Well, black folk, if we've been voting Democrat for damn near 90 years, 60 to 90 years, wouldn't you say that we've been actually doing this shit to ourselves because of the policies have not changed? And we keep voting that way. We're being insane voting for the same party, expecting different results. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Higher violent crime rates in some neighborhoods do contribute to higher incarceration rates, but criminal justice disparities also contribute to the gap. And once again, a Republican addressed these disparities in criminal justice with the First Step Act. Something that no Democrat politicians have done. All right, here we go. We're going to get deep now. Did the welfare system contribute to the family breakdown? This is one of the most politically disputed subjects in American sociology. The argument that welfare contributed to the family instability, some economists and conservative scholars argue that the expansion of welfare programs after the 1960s unintentionally incentivized single motherhood. It could have been unintentionally. It could have been fucking intentionally. Because once again, what did LBJ say? I'm going to have these Negroes voting Democrat for 200 years. How did he accomplish that? Oh, we're going to give them shit for free. We're going to get it to the point that they get so dependent on us that they're not going to have the wherewithal or the drive to do any better. Okay, it's just like this. You take a tiger, lion, pick whatever wild animal you want. Take them out the wild. Put them in a zoo, put them in a reserve, whatever you want to do. But you feeding these wild animals instead of them having to go hunt and get it. What happens to these wild animals? They get domesticated. They still got a little wildness in them, but they get domesticated. They forget how to fucking hunt. Black folks have forgotten how to grind. I'm not talking individually. Because you got folks out there, I got 2 jobs. I know folks in the black community, they got several businesses. I know a family who's one of the sons in the family complain about white supremacy, but your whole fucking family is dentists. 4 generations deep of dentists. In rural America, rural Georgia, to be exact. You doing all this complaining and y'all got generations upon generations of dentists in your family. Your brother's a dentist. You a dentist. Your cousin's a dentist. Your youngest sister is not only she a dentist, she went to med school first, then went to dental school. Became a doctor and then went to school and said, fuck it, I don't want to be an MD. I want to be a DMD. But it's white supremacy. What the fuck? So in the 60s, single motherhood, reduced marriage rates, and long-term dependency. You didn't think these folks knew that shit was going to happen? Basic claim, earlier welfare structures often reduced benefits if a working male was present in the household. You going to tell me that think about it. Anybody, you getting money from the government, you know you can get more money from the government if this person doesn't live in the house with you. How many people you think gonna take the moral, ethical decision and say, you know what, fuck y'all, we gonna make it do what it do. He gonna get a job. We both got to work if we got to make ends meet. No, they wasn't doing that shit. No, you can't live with me no more. They gonna give me some more money if you get out the house. They gonna give me some more money if you get out the house.
Bruh.
Just saying. So all of these claims that discourage marriage in poor communities. Historically, black marriage rates were substantially higher before the late 1960s. Non-marital births rose significantly after expansion of the Great Society welfare programs. You know why? Because folks still want to get it in. But guess what? If we get it in and create a baby, you can't live here. If you live here, I can't leech off the system as much as I want. So let's see what these the mainstream sociologists say to explain all this shit. It says most mainstream sociologists argue welfare alone does not explain the changes. Research instead points to multiple overlapping causes. Deindustrialization, disappearance of manufacturing jobs, urban decline, mass incarceration, drug epidemics, school inequality, housing segregation, crime, and declining wages for low-skilled men. And let me ask you this. When this came along, LBJ was Democrat, right? Look at the presidents that came after that. Look at who's hard on crime and who isn't. Look at who created a deal. His initials are Bill Clinton. And who continued that deal? His initials are Barack Hussein Obama. They both made deals to what? Outsource jobs. Tennis shoes getting made in China. Clothes. Look at your clothes. It was made in Bangladesh, Taiwan. I don't know. You tell me. So if you're taking all these manufacturing jobs, disappearance of manufacturing, that's a Democratic policy. Deindustrialization, that's a Democratic policy. Why? Green New Deal, industrialism, pollution, deindustrialization. That's a Democratic policy.
Hey, Sean, I'm back.
Urban decline, that's from crime. Democrats are soft on crime. Mass incarceration, once again, Democratic policy. Drug epidemics, that go either way. School inequality, wasn't Biden the one saying he didn't want his children going to school with monkeys? Didn't he say that shit? And he been in Congress how long before he became president? Decades. Housing segregation, crime, declining wages. All right, so we've shown y'all all of this, all right? So I'm pretty sure you get the gist of everything. That when it comes to the problems in the black community, it's definitely our fault. Definitely our fault. Matter of fact, let's look at something recent. Let's look at this. This is a video from Chicago, Fox 32, okay? We're going to look at what's going on, and you already know about Chicago. Chicago's fucking Chirac. I guess white supremacy is putting guns in their fucking hands, aren't they? I guess white supremacy tell them to kill each other, huh? Let's look at this video.
On the south side, people showed up to push back against a Walgreens closing. The doors are set to close next month. Walgreens says it's due to safety issues, but it will leave thousands without nearby access to light.
Safety issues. What issues do you think is causing them to be unsafe? Crime. Their mayor, 6% approval rating, the worst in the history of the country. Worst mayor in the history of the country. Soft on crime. You know, they want to defund the police, right? So this Walgreens, right, is closing because of safety issues. Now watch what these ignorant ass motherfuckers get up and say to combat the problem of Walgreens leaving their community. Listen to this bullshit.
Life-saving medication. Tia Ewing has more.
Everybody say Walgreens do right by us. Walgreens do right by us. Community members, leaders.
Walgreens do right by us. So Walgreens is wrong for fucking closing down their location in Chicago because of safety reasons. But why are the safety reasons there? Why don't you nip the problem in the bud? Bud meaning root. What is the root of the fucking problem? It's crime. How do you combat crime? Do you defund the police or do you support the police more? Tell me.
Leaders and families rallied, saying the loss of this Walgreens at 86th and Cottage Grove won't just close a store, it will take away a critical lifeline. We're not here to beg Walgreens to stay. We're
Man, fuck that shit. Just blame Trump and white supremacy.
It should be considered a first-degree corporate crime. Because the amount of people that will be hurt by this, the amount of elders that will not have access to health care is evil.
Let me give y'all something. You know how they say black folk don't have black representation? And they say if you redraw these districts, we ain't gonna have black representation. I'm sorry, but I know there are a lot of black aldermen, a lot of black councilmen in these cities. So don't come to me with the bullshit about you not gonna have black representation. That is a Democratic problem, because here's the thing. If black folk ain't getting elected democratically in Democratic districts on Democratic ballots, whose fault is that? Is it fucking Trump? Is it fucking Republicans? Is it fucking right wingers? Is it y'all so-called thinking right wingers are so prejudiced and racist? No. It's your fucking party. It's y'all. And there's some black folk out there like Corey Holcomb that don't even want to vote. So once again, we hurting ourselves, just like the SPLC bullshit.
Sure.
Donating SPLC, and them motherfuckers is the one that's goddamn funding white supremacy.
Sean.
What?
These are niggas you talking about. They're gonna blame a white. They're gonna blame some white man, Sean. Like, come on.
Of course,
bro.
man. Of course. That's
blame,
why this show is called The State of the Communitah. And the state of the Communitah is that they're fucked up. We're fucked up as a community.
They blame Donald Trump for their property taxes going up, saying, well, his property taxes didn't go up, but our property taxes went up. And I was just like, oh, y'all
ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Move to Florida, bitch.
Or here's Florida. Oh, hell no. Don't move to Florida. Fuck no. Do not move. We are full. Do not bring your asses to Florida. We are full. We have no more room. Please
if I was dragging, I'd be hollering about Texas, because a lot of motherfucking California moving to Texas and Tennessee. Tennessee, Texas, and Florida are the top three, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Georgia's around fourth or fifth.
The reason why I say do not bring your asses down there is because of the fact that, for one, we are full, but two, you niggas just gonna move down there and vote the same fucking way.
Creatures of habit. Creatures of fucking habit.
Because it was one of my homies. They were talking about thinking about moving to Florida, and I was like, well, why y'all moving to Florida? It was just like, well, it's getting a little bit too expensive, and you know, Atlanta is just not as what it used to be. And I was just like, why the fuck you moving down there? You gonna vote the same? They're just like, well, we are Democrats, but you know, I'm like, check this out. You're moving a Democratic area where y'all voted Democrat majority of your lives to come to Florida, which is more majority red, to vote blue. And I'm like, dog, it doesn't make sense. You are pimping literally backwards.
Damn sure is.
And so, oh yeah, and I wanted to say something about that analogy you had about the tiger. I seen where you was going, didn't like the analogy. I got a better analogy you could have used. You could have used the one with the rats, if you know what I'm talking about.
Or dogs, and dogs used to be wolves, and
No. I'm talking about the one with the rats. So there's
I don't know that one.
a scientist did a study on when it comes to rats. What they did is they gave them unlimited amounts of resources, aka food and water, and pretty much they didn't have to work for anything. Eventually, what happened to the rat? The rat becomes extremely severely obese and get some form of cancer and die. So it basically is showing you what happened with the black community. They gave the black community unlimited resources, and when I mean they gave the black community gave the black community many resources, literally the government threw over $8 trillion into the black community in the past decades
So could you say that's our reparations?
to combat certain economic poverty as happened strictly only in the black community.
And
Would you
look
say
where we
that's
are.
reparation?
Yeah, I would
Um,
say that.
hell, you can say it's reparations. You can say it's not reparation. But what it should show you is that even when you get a great amount of resources, it still didn't help the black community out.
Mental slavery, mental and economic slavery, dog.
And so, because when these motherfuckers talk about, well, um, yeah, and here's my rant about the, pissed off rapper who never fucking made it. You can't expect to be disrespectful to somebody like this dude. This is what he said in his fucking comment. He was like, dude, just give it up already. You've been writing for the past 2 weeks. You've been writing shit in my fucking comments, paragraph long comments, and I just haven't read it. I don't argue on the internet no more. I'm over here. I'm like, oh, I thought you was one of my friends out here. But I was like, well, shit, nigga. Well, when I get back in town, nigga, you better have my money, nigga. That's all I gotta say. You better have my money, nigga, or you will be rapping with a new scar. They're gonna call you Scarface after I'm fucking finished with you. So you better have my money, pussy ass nigga. That's all I gotta say. And you got till June when I get there too, nigga. Better have my motherfucking money, pussy. I know I'm gonna see your ass because we got the same friend groups. And all my friend groups everybody in my friend groups I already told them what's happening when I'm seeing him. I'm running through his pockets.
Nigga here, man.
Fuck it.
This nigga right here, dog.
Pussy. Fuck that nigga.
Oh,
No,
God.
you ain't gonna be as much as I have been kind to this motherfucker, you ain't gonna be disrespectful to me off of because you want to have some, I don't know, clout with your homies and shit. And I only wrote on your I wrote two things on your fucking on his his profile. Like I only wrote two comments on his post. Two
Damn.
comments. And the fact that you could talk to me that way and forgetting who the fuck I used to be, nigga, but I forgot. Sometimes you gotta remind a nigga who you used to be. So the fact that you could do that shit, last time, I'm like, this is the same motherfucker who watched me pistol whip the nigga. And the fact that you lucky I'm goddamn saved, nigga, I'll go back to that nigga. Pussy. But the fact that you gonna say that shit for clout of your fucking fans, nigga, I deleted my post and I told him, save that same energy when I see you, nigga. And I said, you better have my motherfucking money too. If you don't have my money, you know what it is. This I can't believe
Three
it's
Man
just
Podcast does not condone violence, folks.
I don't
But
condone
hey,
violence either.
he
I
got to
don't
do what he
condone
got to do.
violence. I don't condone violence either. I don't condone violence. Absolutely do not. But sometimes you gotta whoop a nigga's ass just to
We
whoop a
condone
nigga's ass.
accountability, though. That's for that boom shit.
Yeah.
But let's
and he
continue on with it. Go ahead, man.
and my bad. I'm almost finished. And he's just mad because I said he's mad at me also because I said something in the goddamn group chat. And I was just like, well, apparently the piss off rapper who never made it don't like me commenting his fucking post. So he was just like, oh, it's like that. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. Because of the fact that you shouldn't talk. See, this is a valuable lesson you can learn, people. It's the fact that this is where we are as a country. This is where we at as a country.
2
Because
hours later.
oh, fuck it.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you, dog. I'm fucking with you. Go
This
ahead,
is
man.
a great example. This is a great example to show you where we at as a country. Y'all a lot. Yeah, there's at a point to where the motherfuckers have allowed politics to really affect their life, to really affect their personal life.
Look at Barack Obama. He just said that shit.
The only reason why I had to unfriend people on my Facebook group is the fact that I will not fuck with you off of morality,
right?
Off of my own fucking morals. I do not condone political violence. I do not condone violence of any fucking form. I do not condone laughing emojis of a grown ass man pushing a little Hispanic woman to the ground. I do not condone motherfuckers laughing at that shit. No. Because let that been a black man, his ass would have been locked the fuck up on a quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't condone that shit. And the problem is that you bitch ass niggas have drunk too much of the goddamn Kool-Aid to the fact that I can't even have a conversation with you niggas no more. I don't even want to be around you niggas no more. You niggas are clown, mad pussy, and more clowns. But you trying to go on to the next segment. I'm finished, bro.
Hey, folks, if you want it raw and uncut, pause. Come to the 3-Man Podcast. We speak it like it is, and we don't hold shit back. It is what it is. Fuck it.
Walgreens says the store is closing due to safety concerns, including theft and violence. But residents say that doesn't match what they see day to day.
They see, oh my God, seriously? They saying that it don't match what they see day to day? Like the thieves are gonna goddamn come in there when your ass in there to be seen. You dumbass. Boy, I tell you. It's open 24 hours, people.
It's a health or
Walgreens?
loss prevention issue.
Yeah, it said it was open 24 hours.
Not no fucking Chicago. Hell no.
Well, I guess not no more shit.
Shit, nigga. Hold on. Walgreens haven't been 24/7 in Chicago since COVID, nigga. I haven't seen no 24-hour Walgreens in years.
Well, ain't one here either. CVS is 24/7, but not.
Yeah, shit. I haven't seen a 24-hour. Shit, where?
Right there, down by my house.
Oh, there's one in Marietta. It's a 24-hour Walgreens behind Marietta.
Shit. I haven't. Only places I have seen a 24-hour Walgreens at has been the whitest of white areas in the whitest of white states in Nebraska, nigga. That's the only time I've seen a 24-hour Walmart. Outside of that, nigga, shit.
That's good.
Again, this neighborhood is not broke.
The nearest pharmacy will soon be more than a mile away, a distance residents say is especially.
You hear what he said? This neighborhood is not broke. However, what did Walgreens say they was closing it for? Safety concerns. Got shit to do with money. Other than the fact they getting robbed. It's safety concerns.
Hard for seniors.
It has been a lifeline for many. It has been a place where seniors walk, sometimes slowly, sometimes with assistance, but with dignity to pick up their medications that keep them alive. Not across town, not 2 bus rides away, right here in their community.
For families managing serious health.
Well, she went to high school. They need to fucking close that bitch. But anyway, listen, folks, this is what's crazy. In Chicago, You've seen them turn Chicago red protests and stuff in like the Capitol and meetings and shit. But when have you seen a stop the violence fucking protest in fucking Chicago? You're protesting about this Walgreens closing, but you won't protest about the killing going on in the street? I mean, what the fuck, man? I mean, seriously.
You stupid.
This don't make no goddamn sense. I don't want to hear all this shit, man. I don't want to hear none of this shit at all.
Conditions, consistency is critical.
29 years, my husband has dealt with kidney issues. 2-time transplant. I donated the second one. Walgreens has been a staple in our lives where we come from medication. Being a transplant recipient, that means he's on lifelong medication. Something we don't have time to search for, to find out where can we get what he needs.
Over a year ago, Walgreens shuttered locations in Bronzeville, Little Village, South Chicago.
Are they doing that in the video? That is, is that you, Wildcat?
True or not, shower suppression. I was doing violin and I was doing it.
No, that you so fucking wrong, bruh.
Bruh. My point is this. Y'all ain't out here protesting the violence. But now you want to tell them about your cancer and stuff and all this. Why don't you do that at a damn Stop the Violence program? I can't be safe. I ain't got much time left on this world. And y'all out here killing each other. You could have said that shit at the damn anti-violent damn protest.
Niggas ain't gonna do it because they know if they do that, then niggas gonna attack their asses. That's why.
Yeah, they finna goddamn snipe their asses. What they gonna do? The way Chirac built. You go out there and try to protest nonviolence all you want. They'll probably be out there with Dracos and everything.
They gonna send some YNs after your ass. You know?
They sure are. They scared of them kids out there. I'm just saying.
I'll be scared. Shit, I'm scared of them motherfuckers too, bro. Shit, I'm scared of YNs and fucking goddamn Atlanta. Nigga, I had a little motherfucker. I'm trying to teach him the game and shit. This, you know, this motherfucker, he's busy saying. He is basically, I'm teaching him how to, because he plays a little bit of sports. And I was like, oh, what position you play? He was like, man, I play outside. I was like, man, you need to move to middle linebacker, bro. And I was just like, you got the physical attributes for it, bro. You need to go work out, stay in the weight room and all that shit. And eventually, one of my homies who will scout, they're gonna scout your ass. They're gonna find you. They're gonna come find you. The whole entire time, this motherfucker is like, no, how about you put me on? And I was like, nigga, I just gave you the game, nigga. You do this shit for yourself. And he was just talking. It's basically like he wanted a handout instead of him doing the shit himself.
Come on, man.
This is a young little nigga. 14. No, he was, my bad. He was about 13 years old. He was posted up on the block, nigga. And I'm teaching him the game and shit. And I was just like, whatever you doing, bro? I want to do this shit, bro. And I was like, he was like, man, we ain't doing that. And I was like, listen here, little nigga. I know the fucking game, bro. I've been through it, lived through the shit, all that shit. These little niggas don't listen to nobody because of the fact that their mama had babied these niggas to a point to where.
And you went right back around and spun the block on the problem in the Communitah, bro. Out of wedlock children. Single mothers raising these jokers. All because the community, the nuclear family is gone.
Yeah, and these little, what I'm saying, you can't say nothing to these little niggas. You can't say shit to them, bro.
At all.
Or they will give you the smoke and shit. The only reason why he didn't give me the smoke, he saw the two tools I had on my side.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then one of his little homies trying to bump into me and grab my motherfucking tool. Nigga, I pulled my knife out and had that shit aiming towards his neck. He was like, I'm playing. And I was like, bruh. Look, I was like, listen here, bruh. If you want to lose your effing life, play like that again with a nigga like me. I was in Riverdale, so that explains shit to you. Also.
Yeah, my first 2 weeks living in Riverdale, somebody got murked in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
My ex-wife was like, "Was that firecrackers?" No, man, some fucking gunshots. Talking about some firecrackers. The fuck? No.
Well,
71st Street.
Go ahead, man.
That's why. No, I would say that's why some of my friends who I know internationally, they have literally said they avoid black people at all costs.
God damn.
They not even from this country, and they literally say that they avoid black people at all costs because we're the people who travel, they get their information from them. And there's certain parts of the country they would not even dream of going. It's crazy, huh?
That's real crazy. But let's continue on.
In the coming weeks, residents say this shows there's a pattern.
They closed 63rd and King Drive. They closed 63rd and Halsted. They closed 47 in Ashland. They closed 63rd in Kedzie.
To pick up prescriptions, it takes people 45 to an hour.
Prescriptions will be automatically transferred.
Y'all don't see this shit.
This shit comical.
They closed all these locations, and why, folks?
Talk about
crime.
Talk about
it. What the fuck? Talk about it. No, you talk about the right thing and not talk about the wrong thing.
You can't make this shit up.
Solve the issue at the root of the problem. Don't put a Band-Aid on it. This shit get on my nerves. Me working in the hospital, dude. Doctors do that shit all the fucking time.
Talk about it.
Solve the fucking problem. These motherfuckers coming in needing dialysis and all this bullshit. What's they fucking diet, man?
Talk about
what are they fucking eating? Motherfucking black community, motherfucking black community and the poor community are so fucking sheepish that they had to put fucking laws in place to keep y'all from fucking killing yourself from eating the wrong fucking thing. Because all them sugar sodas and shit, all that shit, you can't get that shit on Snap no more. Why is it the fucking government had to do that shit instead of you making the decision yourself to not eat all this fucking sugar or only eat it one time of the day? Cut down whatever you got to do. These motherfuckers had to make sure they had to make it that way you can't buy no sugary shit on Snap because y'all niggas out there are too fucking sheepish.
Talk about it, brother.
They ain't gonna up here talking about some talk about it. They closed this, they closed this one, they closed this location. Why did they close it?
Because my baby mama tripping. Talk about it, brother.
It's white supremacy. They don't want to have a Walgreens in our neighborhood. No, they don't want to deal with all the fucking crime in your neighborhood because you keep fucking voting Democrat and they put the crime bill out there. They don't want to put funding behind the police, so it's less patrols, less police on the street, less deterrent. Police are not just there to just arrest. They're also a deterrent, you stupid motherfuckers.
You stupid. Talk about it, brother.
This shit get on my fucking nerves, man.
After the store closes June 4th to a location about 1.3 miles away on East 87th Street, and patients will be eligible for 90 days of free delivery.
Time out. You say an area that is 1.3 miles away?
Let me see, man. Let me go back.
Rewind that shit.
Location about 1.3 miles away.
They closed 63rd and Kedzie.
To pick up prescriptions, it takes people 45 to an hour.
Prescriptions will be automatically transferred after the store closes June 4th to a location about.
Prescriptions will be transferred after the closure.
All of this
1.3 miles away. You can't
Are
make
you
this
fucking
shit up.
kidding me?
You can't make this shit up, dog.
I'm fucking done, bro. Oh my god, nigga. A press conference?
I told you I'm Afro-Latino, nigga.
A press conference for something that is, nigga, it's not even a mile. That's not a mile. That's a mile and a half. half, nigga.
They won't even walk a mile and a half, dog. Okay,
Are
if
you
you in
fucking
wheelchair, you
kidding
can't.
me?
Even if you can't do it that far in a wheelchair, they got the damn vans with the fucking shit. I'm pretty sure you've been getting to that motherfucking Walgreens right there. I mean, come on, a mile, 1.3 miles away.
Fuck
Are
that,
we
bitch. You
hearing
better
this
put some.
shit?
Fuck that, bitch. You better put some Nikes on. You better just do it.
I mean, to even say it like this, here's another thing of what they can do. They can have it delivered via Amazon. They can have it be delivered via, if they have maybe delivery service up there, like DoorDash or something else like that. They can easily have their prescriptions delivered like that as well too to make
Why
it.
don't somebody in the community just come up with a delivery service they damn self to serve the community? I mean, you could do that as a black
That,
person. You can go get your LLC and get that done.
that as
You got
well.
your van, you got your truck or a car. See, that's
That,
what we talk about when we talk about victimhood shit. We sitting here just came up with ideas just like that. Use AI if you got to. You can go to the goddamn public library and go use a goddamn computer for what, 10, 20 cents an hour? Maybe $1 and some change an hour? Stop with all the fucking
Damn
excuses and shit.
Damn that, Sean. I'm over here thinking the Walgreens is gonna be like 10 miles away and shit. Gonna be an extra 10 miles. I'm like, yeah, man, damn, that's
This
fucked up.
shit's crazy, man.
But
This shit is fucking crazy, dog.
1.3 miles,
3 miles
people.
away. 1.3 miles
1.3.
away.
Bruh.
We're there. Hey, I ain't black no more. Y'all cooked. Y'all niggas cooked.
Wait a minute.
Y'all
Yeah, they cooked.
niggas are finish him. Done. 1.3. Y'all, hold on, man. Damn it, man. I wish I had my laptop. I wish I had my tablet connected. I will call my grandma. My grandma probably I'll put my motherfucking news balance on and double up on my blood pressure medicine. And we about to walk this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go on. Let's see what else they say. Stupid.
1.3 miles away on East 87th Street. The patients will be eligible for 90 days of free delivery, but not
90 days of free delivery from this location. Eligible. It's a temporary location, but it's going to be 90 days of free delivery.
everyone has reliable transportation.
My aunt lives 4 blocks away from this Walgreens. She just recently got out the hospital to have emergency surgery. She doesn't have a vehicle. She doesn't have transportation. She doesn't have a way to get to the...
Hold on, bitch. Ain't she your aunt? Why don't you go pick her ass up? You stupid hyena dump. Oh my God, man.
How the fuck did she get there in the first place? If it was 4, you know what 4 blocks is?
This is crazy,
Shit,
man.
bring the other piece there, nigga. I'm just joking.
Stupid, man. You stupid.
Oh, do you know, Sean? Do you know how long 4 blocks is?
If I'm not mistaken, it's about 0.8 miles, maybe 1.2.
0.4 of a mile.
0.4 of a mile. Okay.
If she times that by 2, times that by 3, that is probably as far as it is to get that to the other Walgreens. So my question
you forgot
is,
what they said. They said 90 days free delivery.
so my question is, why couldn't it? So is it? I thought it was a permanent spot.
No, it's temporary. It was going to explain it in the video. It's temporary.
Oh, my bad. My
It's
bad,
all
brother.
good. It's all good, man.
Hey.
Walgreens on
I had
Stony
a.
Island. Unless
Go ahead.
I'm and so I enjoying my strawberry daiquiri. And you know what tomorrow is, Sean?
Nigga,
You
you
want to know
gay.
what tomorrow is, Sean?
What tomorrow, man?
Shit. Hey, I'll be gay all you want, nigga. But pause, god damn,
Pause.
Boy, flag on a motherfucking
Fucking
that
play.
nigga gay. But tomorrow is Malibu Day.
What?
Malibu, nigga.
Boy, you stupid.
No, okay. Hold, Sean. A good. Nah, I'm putting you on right now. Orange juice, a good orange juice, nigga, and Malibu coconut rum will not. I promise you, one of the best drinks you will have. Just those two things.
Okay, I like Malibu coconut rum. Yeah, that sounds like be good.
Malibu coconut rum ain't just orange juice, bro. Hell, you could put a little bit of ice on it. If you're feeling a little bit bougie, nigga, what you could do is you could. Ooh, I almost cut my tongue on my knife. What you could do is you could get some orange slices, nigga,
I hear you.
and put it in the freezer. Freeze the motherfucker up, and you don't need ice. You just use the orange pills, nigga.
Okay.
Or you could do like I'm doing, nigga, cutting up fresh strawberries for my drink, nigga.
Nigga, you gay.
Hey. Hold on, what them gay niggas used to say?
I said,
hey,
hold up, wait a minute.
What them gay niggas say? Hey, how you know you might not like you? Hey, if you never tried it, how can you judge it if you never tried it, nigga?
Nigga, you stupid. Let's continue on, man.
As I take off of work because her only child, lives in Michigan. Wow. So this place isn't just a store on this corner.
For some, the impact is personal and immediate.
I have a 76-and-a-half-year-old mother that had a lung transplant, and the medications that she take compromises her immune system, so she can't be around people. I'm
gonna say, man, how much y'all want, bro?
Medicine that my mother takes every single day for the rest of her life. Every pill bottle in here has a Walgreens cap on it.
A lost residents say goes beyond convenience.
You know, I feel for him in his situation, but here's the thing: they still keep looking over. They're closing for safety reasons. Why are they closing for safety reasons? Because the crime is too high. Why is the crime too high? Because that Democratic city is too soft on crime.
Ooh,
they were fighting against ICE coming in there, and their sanctuary city. So who's to say how much of this is illegal alien activity that's contributing to the crime? That's all I'm saying.
And directly affects access to care.
I saw a Walgreens pharmacy, and my wife was like, "That's a small Walgreens." I said, "No, that's just a pharmacy. That's all we're asking for."
The closure is set to happen June 4th. Walgreens says employees won't lose their jobs. They have been offered positions at other locations. Tia Ewing.
Why do niggas want so much, bro?
Did you get it? Mark.
I'm sorry,
Don't ask
bro.
me. I don't know, man.
Ever since, I think, you know what, Sean? You know what my problem is, Sean? I think because I have done a lot of world traveling, bro, that kind of have fucked my thought process and my thinking and my expectations up. That's my problem.
A bad thing. Not always a bad
because
thing.
I have watched a nigga who had a broken foot walking around with plastic bubble wrap and the garbage bag duct taped up on his foot, and he was walking around like that.
Where was this?
Dominican Republic.
Of course.
I have watched one of my exes. Oh yeah, and I paid for him to get his leg fixed. You know how much it cost me? $50.
Wow.
And do you know why I fucking did it? Because I got tired of eating my fucking lunch and watching him walk around with that fucking stub.
Shout out. Shout out to Max being a upstanding young man.
Fuck that. Only reason why I did it for selfish reasons because it kept ruining my fucking lunch. So
God dang.
Oh my God.
that's the only reason why. Because I like to stand out on my balcony early in the morning. I like to have one Newport 100, cup of coffee, and I'm good for until lunch. That is all the cigarette I need for the day. That one fucking cigarette with my cup of coffee.
You know, I don't drink coffee now because I can't have that Santo Domingo coffee at all.
I understand. Free promotion. Get this motherfucker. I promise you.
Oh yeah, Cafe Bustelo. Yeah.
Get that motherfucker. I promise you, brother. You be like, this nigga Max. Oh yeah, and this is from Colombia. This is Colombia, right? Ohio.
Oh shit.
Oh my bad. my bad.
Look who they imported from. Look who they imported from.
No, this is Colombia. It was distribution is Schmucker company, the same company that makes
the jam and shit.
The jam and peanut butter. Yeah, that company. So yeah, so you motherfuckers don't understand how spoiled you niggas are. How much do American insurance pay for chemotherapy?
Not sure you want me to look it up or something?
Like, oh, okay. Damn, my bad. I thought it was something you knew off the top of your head.
I want to say it's like 6,000 or something like that off the top of my head.
Total 6,000 or 6,000 for the treatment you had to get?
How much the insurance pays for?
Yeah, like what's the percentage? Like 30, 60?
Let me see. Covered by medical insurance. Let's see here. Come on, AI. Give me a good damn answer, not this shit here.
What did you ask the AI? What question you asked?
I asked about the percentages covered by health insurance. Said costs range from $8,000 to $50,000 per treatment cycle. Let's see how much. Let me see. Most health insurance plans cover chemotherapy treatments, but patients typically face deductibles, co-payments, and co-insurance.
So basically, how much it costs for standard cancer treatment?
$8,000 to $50,000, but it says with complete treatment courses potentially exceeding $200,000 for those without insurance coverage.
That's how much my partner had to pay. $200,000 because he had.
Says original Medicare Part B covers 80% of outpatient chemotherapy costs after the annual deductible is met. They're responsible for 20% co-insurance.
So you want to hear something so funny?
What?
My girl's mom insurance only covered 14%.
And she in another country.
Everything has to come out of pocket. 86%.
We over here complaining.
Yep. 86% has to come out of pocket.
How dare we complain?
In most countries outside all the white countries, if you're hungry, you don't eat. If
you know in Haiti they eat mud cakes? They eat mud cakes in Haiti, y'all. Mud cakes.
Or in Africa, they eat mosquito cakes.
Hell no.
Yep. Mosquito cakes in Africa. So when I hear these niggas bitch and complain, please, for the love of God, forgive me. God fucking forgive me. But my sympathy goes so much. I have this much sympathy for you.
Bruh,
This
way I'm
fucking
eating West,
much.
ain't no way I'm eating West Nile cakes, bro. Like, no.
Yep. So
I
my
got the
sympathy
smallest
is
violin for their ass.
wherever that song you was playing earlier. Yeah. Oh, you must not have the whole shit. Yes. So that's how far my sympathy is for you niggas. Because for all you bitch ass niggas who want socialism, have you ever been to a socialist country? Like I told most
Not
niggas,
I.
I have. I have. Oh, I'll be real with you. When it comes to being on the rich side, oh my God, exquisite.
I guess
Exquisite.
I have. I mean, Haiti's a socialist country, aren't they?
Exquisite. Exquisite. They got
I've been to
very good
Lobby, Haiti,
taste.
but
Great fucking taste.
what, socialist countries?
Yeah. Great taste. But once you leave that rich side and you go to the poor, nigga,
You
you
might as well
don't even
forget it.
fucking. I went on a bridge, and I have been on some bridges for your ass, nigga. I went on a bridge to where I was goddamn terrified that the 18-wheeler was right behind us, and I'm telling my girl to translate to her sister, drive faster. The bridge was made out of wood. Part of the fucking bridge where the floor was at was missing.
Manejas más rápido. Drive
Yeah,
faster.
yeah. Part of the bridge in Lao was fucking missing.
That's crazy. Oh, you was in Lao.
Yeah. Laos is a democratic socialist country.
Oh, okay.
Democrat Socialists of Laos. I gave my girl $100 bill because that was all I had. I gave her 100. She dropped on her knees and started crying. I quote was translated, "I have never seen this much money at one time in my life."
That's crazy.
A $100 bill. When it came to her exchanging that out, the foreign exchange, the currency exchange had to write her an IOU because they ran out of fucking money.
For $100 bill?
Yes. It was funny because I said the same thing. I was just like, God damn. They ran out of fucking money when yeah.
That's
She
crazy,
told
man.
me, my girl told me, thank you. Thank you. Her kids are going to be able to eat for the whole entire year now without starving. I was like, God damn, 100?
Shit.
When
She was grateful, unlike some of these chicks over here.
the town, their water system broke. So I asked them, I was like, well, how much it cost to pay for how much it cost to pay for it? It was like, it's gonna cost $500. I was just like, tell the guy I pay for it. They threw me a party. The community threw me a party. That's the reason why whenever I go to, if next time I ever go back to Laos, where I'm a celebrity. I'm literally a celebrity in Laos. People literally run up to me and take pictures with me.
That is crazy,
The
man.
The part of Loud I was at, like I was literally taking pictures with people all day. They called me the great black man.
God, dog.
Yeah.
I might have to do
And
some of
so
that shit, man. Help some communities, man.
so my sympathy with you niggas.
That small.
Hold on. Hold on. You can barely see that shit. It's goddamn the size of a penny, nigga.
No.
You niggas could eat shit. You think I can't? You niggas can eat shit if you think I give a fuck about y'all not walking an extra hold on, my bad, an extra 0.9 of a mile if y'all niggas was walking. How the fuck y'all, nigga, 1.3 of a mile, nigga. That's a $2 bus ride.
I know, right? Oh, I mean,
Round
damn, they
trip,
can't they can't ride the bus?
You privileged motherfuckers.
Man. Privilege as hell, man. All right, let's
nigga,
see what else is going on, man.
Hold on, Sean. Is that beyond privilege, bro? What spoiled?
It's spoiled as shit, is what it is. That shit's crazy, man. Let's see what they're saying here, man.
Giving their party a better chance to win every congressional seat in November. They voted to eliminate the state's only black majority district on Thursday. Opponents held a passionate demonstration. They say this move punishes black voters. Supporters, though, say the new maps are not driven by race.
Chaos at the Tennessee Capitol in Nashville Thursday as Democratic lawmakers...
Look at this big-ass behemoth hyenodon on top of a fucking thing. Won't let go of whatever this is this dude got a hold of. She won't let it go.
That's a huge bitch.
Protesters tried to stop legislation breaking up the state's only Democratic House seat.
Now, mind you, go look up in the Northeast, people. Go look up at New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, New York, Delaware. Go look at how many Republican seats up there.
Yelling, holding signs.
Zero, by the way, zero.
Calling the move Jim Crow 2.0, even burning a printout of the Confederate flag. The change follows a Supreme Court ruling last week that narrowed the Voting Rights Act. CBS News election law analyst David Becker says the ruling has this effect.
And in some cases, that's going to mean that they blanch their entire state's delegation and really minimize the impact of the minority population in the state.
That's the concern for Democratic Congressman Shamari Figures in Montgomery, Alabama, where a similar pending Supreme Court decision could draw his majority black district off the map.
So what that translates into is this. It's okay to discriminate against Democrats who are black, but it's not okay to discriminate against black Democrats. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Alabama's Attorney General says it's just a question of reflecting the state's Republican tilt.
What did I ignite?
Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back.
Democrats who are black
could draw his majority black district off the map.
So what that translates into is this. It's okay to discriminate against Democrats who are black, but it's not okay to discriminate against black Democrats. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
What are you saying, nigga?
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck he's saying. Oh, God, what?
It's okay to be light-skinned, but if you light-skinned...
It's not okay to be light-complected.
But it basically what he said is, it's okay to be light-skinned, but if you light-skinned and got a white wife, it's not okay. Like, nigga, what?
This dude, hey, word salad must be the call to action now for the damn Democratic Party. Because that was a whole lot of word salad. I'm a pretty intelligent person. I got over 100 and some IQ. However, I don't know what the fuck he meant by that shit. Let's listen to it one more time. Just one more time.
Pending Supreme Court decision could draw his
and there's captions
off the map.
So what that translates into is this. It's okay to discriminate against Democrats who are black, but it's not okay to discriminate against black Democrats. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Alabama's Attorney General says it's just a question of reflecting the state's Republican tilt.
Alabama's a conservative state.
I can't make this shit up.
Yeah, hey, and did you get to try to put the Obama goddamn voice on it?
Well,
and the Obama like pace of talking. You didn't catch that, did you? We
it's
got
okay to be
we got another goddamn Timu Obama.
Sean, my brother. It's okay to discriminate against black Democrats, but it's not okay to discriminate against Democrats that are black. Nigga, what?
Dude, man, I'm not trying to bust a blood vessel trying to figure out what the fuck he just said, dog. That shit sounds like some bullshit.
The cocaine running heavy up there, boy.
He's stupid. He's stupid, man. He's stupid. Let's continue. I'm not, man. Oof, shit. I need a break.
Nigga got
after that shit.
He got an IQ of goddamn room temperature, nigga.
That shit's crazy, dude. Like, that's why and people just sat there like they understood. Bitch, you ain't understood a thing he just said.
Oh, Sean. Sean, if I was there, I'd been like, what?
Nigga, what? What? No, I would be like, nigga, what?
They would have zoomed in. They'd be like, hold on. We're going to have to zoom in on my brother.
What, nigga?
Like, what? Huh?
Hey, no, I would have looked at him and be like, look.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
I would have said that.
Sean, it would just turned red. I'd be like, what?
I know, right? I'm really not. Look, I'm not trying to let that blow my high. I ain't even trying to think
like,
about that.
But where the hell that red light come from? What?
Man, I can't, man. I can't no more. That shit there got me vexed, dog.
Civil rights activist Doris Crenshaw, who at 12 years old started working on civil rights issues with Rosa Parks, was at an information session hosted by Congressman Figures Thursday night.
You've spent your entire life working for more representation, and they may be on the verge of taking it away.
It does not sit well with me, and shouldn't sit well with the people of goodwill in this country.
As of yet, nothing.
My thing is this. Who says that a black person got to represent a black person? We talking about politics. We ain't talking about social issues. We talking about politics. Voting and stuff. Who says that a black person has to represent a black person or a white person has to represent a white person? Or, vice versa throughout the whole demographics of America. Why you can't have a white man represent you? Why you can't have a Hispanic man or Hispanic woman? Why does it matter what race they are if they're representing you? If your own fucking race is destroying itself.
Well,
obviously it ain't fucking working.
This is the Republican way of forcing people to make better decisions.
Yeah, I see that.
This is like because they're gonna gerrymander these districts, but the Republicans still have to win.
Yeah, they still got to win. You still got the choice of who you want to vote for. You still can choose a Democratic ballot, a nonpartisan ballot, or a Republican ballot.
But you know what black folks say? It doesn't matter if we vote Democrat, everything gonna stay the same. I'm like, nigga, you been voting the same way for 90 fucking years. It's like, it's like this jackass on fucking Facebook. And I was just like, come on, bro.
There's a lot of them on Facebook. Facebook's turned into TikTok.
I was like, come on, bro. Let's just be real, bro. You got motherfuckers who's been, I was like, bro, black community been voting Democrat majority for 90 years, bro. 90 years. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, black people will vote for conservative Republicans, but not MAGA Republicans. I was like, I literally took a picture of my face, and I had the most dumbest face on. Like literally, everybody just putting laughing emojis. They just like, yo, picture that you. One lady was like, the picture that you put explains everything. Because I was like, conservative Republicans and MAGA Republicans. I was like, dog, I'm a MAGA Republican, and I don't agree with most conservative Republicans because they are too far right when it comes to a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, most MAGA Republicans don't give a fuck. Example, they don't give a fuck about legalization. Most MAGA Republicans don't give a fuck about if we're going to have abortion, let's have a limit to it, and they should be safe and keep it rare.
Mm-hmm.
Most conservatives believe alt-right ban.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm conservative, but I don't believe in an alt-right ban because you still have, those that health issues and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I think it should be a
ban.
limit. I think it should be a limit.
See, an alt-right ban is basically if it's not for rape, incest, or medical issues, everything else is banned.
Well, that's me, man.
That's conservative. Now, for me,
I'm conservative.
For me, I'm not that far conservative when it comes to that. I'm more of 15 weeks max.
But I am one of them people that I'm cool with IVF and shit. They want IVF and whatnot.
Well, IVF is for what is IVF?
It's in vitro fertilization.
What is
I'm
that?
cool. I'm cool with taxpayer money paying for that. Well, they take an egg. They take an egg. They take the sperm and they do it in the lab, and then they put it back in the woman, whether or not, or they put it back either in the mom or they put it back in a surrogate.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm for that, but I'm not for me paying for it.
Oh, okay, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm for that. Like, yeah, legalize that, keep that legal, but I'm not paying for it. Why the fuck should I pay for something that is your responsibility? And
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with like the like incentivization with like making it less costly through insurance. I'm for that.
Well, if that's what it's like this. Like that is if
Donald Trump wrote something in the law about that.
And so, some things, like I said, some things I disagree with Donald Trump in. It's like basically you let the market decide. Mm-hmm. If the market if they want to charge, the market says charge $50,000. Okay, let the market charge $50,000 for it, but don't get mad when the market well, fuck it, we just won't have kids.
Yeah.
Or fuck it, we're just going to adopt. And this technology that you have to help people out is going to go extinct one day because of the fact that nobody's paying for it.
I think some of these single mothers also should be educated more on adoption. For the ones that want to do abortion, I think they need to educate them more on adoption. The the options and whatnot, or incentivize it. Because it's a lot of couples out there that can't have children. They want children.
Who covers the when it comes to orphanage? Do you know who funds it most of the time?
It's probably freaking taxpayer money.
Taxpayer, and I'm not for that. I'm for if you have a child and you don't want to take responsibility of this child, cool. That is cool. You could go to prison. You should go to prison, in my opinion.
Damn.
That's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel. I had to deal with the orphanage and all that shit. If you can't do the mere responsibility of fucking pulling out or putting a fucking condom on, you have a child, you don't want to take responsibility, okay, cool. You got to serve 2 years extra in prison then.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Fuck it, make it 5, and watch how society start changing when it comes to orphanage. This pussy nigga, why the fuck would you park like that?
We almost done with
in
it, man.
Alabama has changed. The Supreme Court could issue a ruling allowing the state to redraw its map as early as today. Now that Tennessee has acted, 9 Republican and Democratic-controlled states across the country have redrawn their maps. 3 more here in the Deep South may do so ahead of November's elections.
Tennessee. Huge loss for Democrats right now in the pre-midterm election.
Jake Tapper puss ass.
Redistricting wars going on. So the Virginia Supreme Court just struck down the new congressional map in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Because it was racist.
Yeah, which had taken a 6-5 Democrat to Republican majority in terms of the House seats in Virginia. And the Democratic governor and others changed it, put it before the voters to make it a 10-1.
Now, how's that fair, people? 6-5 in favor of the Democrats. And then you want to go to a 10-1. And it's drawn on racial lines. How is that fair? Now, some of these other Republican states have that basically take away almost dang near all Democratic representation. It's in a Republican state. And it's drawn off census info, not on race, on population. That don't mean you can't vote Democratic. They could probably still turn some districts Democratic. It's just that because of how it is now, that's how it looks. You still got your right to vote. You still can vote who you want.
Pussy ass was gonna say.
I'm about to play.
I want to hear the rest of his pussy ass. I'm about to cook this nigga.
Democratic majority. The Virginia Supreme Court just ruled, nope, you got to go back to the original 6-5. The way you did this violated the procedures as outlined in the Virginia Constitution. It's basically, I don't want to get too technical here, but it has to do with there needs to be an election of the House of Delegates in between before you do such a thing. So what does this mean? Bigger term, bigger picture? It means that right now, Republicans have an advantage in the redistricting wars part of the midterms. You might remember President Trump seeing the midterm elections coming. Usually midterm elections go poorly for the party in power. He leaned on Texas to redistrict mid-decade, which is what's unusual about all this happening in the middle of the decade instead of at the end of the decade. And Texas redistricted to give basically, they hope, the Republicans hope, a 5-seat advantage, 4 to 5 seat advantage for Republicans representing the House there. Then California, Gavin Newsom, the Democrats, they did something similar. And then it just set off this whole arms race of different states trying to redistrict mid-decade. Right now, we think it's still shaken out because of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that struck down part of the Voting Rights Act. It's still shaking out. We do think it will be anywhere from a +1 to +11 Republican advantage just in terms of the redistricting. That doesn't mean Democrats aren't going to recapture the House. But Republicans right now have the advantage on this part of it. The midterms still traditionally go to the party out of power. That said, Virginia Democrats were just handed a big defeat by the Virginia Supreme Court.
Interesting.
Here go that chick you was talking about, dude. But go ahead.
So,
I know you want to talk about Jake. Go ahead.
So, I appreciate it. I appreciate Jake Tapper not doing most of the bullshit that that Democrats usually do. So, I give him credit for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, for all the people who don't know, what's supposed to happen is before the Democrats, this is just, I'm trying to remember, but before the whole redistricting shit for Virginia, what's supposed to happen is the governor is supposed to pass a law. Then once they pass a law, then it goes to their, basically their quote unquote house. Then supposed to pass their house. Then once they pass the house, then their voters supposed to vote on it. It's a 3-step process for all of that. But the problem is what Virginia did, they skipped all of that and just went straight towards the voters on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in your constitution. You should know this. That this is the reason why that when it comes to Virginia, why I say they literally probably elected one of the worst governors, and she's going to probably have one of the lowest ratings as a governor, lower than any governor. Well, currently right now, her rating is lower than any governor in their history at this moment.
Well, you know, they voted for her. That's what they wanted.
And
Barack Obama supported he could have just stayed out of this. He decided to go stomp for a white woman who's running against a black woman.
Remember, Barack Obama, he talked all that shit with Kamala Harris, like, why aren't you showing support for the black woman like y'all showed support for me?
Mm-hmm.
But when it come across the other side of the aisle, you see what Obama coon ass did. He went for the white woman. You see what
Sure
NCAACP went for the white woman. So the NCAACP can never say shit to me. Can never say shit about racism, coonery, and all that shit. Honestly, bro, I'm all the time. Whenever it comes to the NCAACP, I'm going to pull that shit out my ass every single fucking time. When it comes to the NCAACP,
every time.
I'm like, when it comes to the NCAACP, well, you allowed racial dollars off inside the NCAACP. When it comes to the NCAACP, you picked a white woman over a black woman, which is your prerogative, but don't fall into racial politics when it comes to racial ideology. Don't do that shit. Pick a fucking struggle. That's why I say being pro-black is being pro-Democrat.
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Because what would show pro-blackness is if you would have voted for the black woman instead of voting for the white woman.
You would have had the black woman. You would have had the black woman at your state convention to speak instead of Spanberger.
But
that's right, folks. They invited a white woman to speak at their state convention. Now, here's the thing: they could have just left politics out of it and not endorsed neither fucking. But they say that's not technically them endorsing her because they didn't technically endorse her. But you had her speak at your fucking state convention.
Hold on. The convention where they usually endorse a politician, they did not endorse. Fuck out of here, bro.
Exactly.
And this is the reason why when you bitch ass Democrat, pussy ass, hoe ass niggas always trying to call a nigga a coon and shit, I'm like, bruh, say that shit to a motherfucker who cares, bro, because what I would do with I wish all of your tears was toilet paper so I could wipe my ass with it every single time I use the bathroom. Fuck y'all.
Damn.
No, it was the fact that this motherfucker was talking about, well, we couldn't vote for the Republican woman. She was too extreme. I was like, she was a modern Republican.
Yeah,
she was a modern. Moderate.
Moderate, she was.
And I was like, it was a black woman.
She had good policies. She had good policies, dude. And she was the lieutenant governor of your state.
And she had a great military background. Not only she had a great military background, but since y'all love this shit so much, she was a black woman married to a black man with black kids. And black grandbabies. But
you know what? If I was in Capitol Hill right now, I'd be trying to find a way. Let's get her to run for something. Let's really see if these black people gonna really, like, if you put her as running for the president of the United States. Now, she wouldn't do it this time because you got J.D. Vance, you got Marco Rubio.
She doesn't have a record. That's why.
Yeah, she didn't have a record.
She can't just. It's the Republicans is not like the Democrats. They're not going to have somebody who's a failure.
They're not going to play the race card either like that.
Absolutely, because the Republicans, their model is basically we care about you off your merits, not off your what you look like.
You gotta have the fucking merits to get up there.
See, if it was the Republicans back in the early 2000s, I would have been like, yeah. Because on my opinion, the Republicans back in the early 2000s, they was kind of like don't know. There was. I wasn't a fan of the early 2000 Republicans
Me
or the
neither.
90s Republicans.
Me neither. Me neither,
But
man. You gotta
the
realize though,
new,
Donald Trump has like reshaped the whole fucking party. Not that it
yeah,
was in a very bad direction or anything, and I'm not talking about reshaped it when it comes to social issues like racism and all the other good stuff. I'm not saying that he reshaped it like that. I'm just saying when it comes to their want to like they're a little bit more action. They take a little bit more action now, even though they still ain't taking enough. If that makes sense. Like they're a little bit more bolder in their stances on things. They have a little bit more backbone than they used to have, because they didn't used to have no backbone at all. Hell, the Democrats really didn't have no backbone back in the '90s and shit. When Bush was elected, when they
yeah.
won that damn election, the Democrats were some old weak ass motherfuckers when they come to doing shit.
So
Now they're more desperate. They'll do anything now.
What happened is whenever what happened is around in Obama's second term, the Democrats started falling into identity politics.
Mm-hmm.
Then they start doing a whole Trump derangement media and shit. And so what happened is a lot of those Democrats lost their seats to progressives. And then once the progressives started winning, then they took the mask off. And that's when you start seeing Marxists, communists, and socialists in the Democratic Party. Then once Joe Biden beat Trump, that's when it was complete mask off. Complete mask off. Because let's just be real, the Democrat Party is a socialist Marxist party.
Yep. There already exists the Democratic Socialist Party of America. It's already out there. Mondami is actually registered as that. That's his party. He just ran under the Democratic flag, but he's a Democratic Socialist. And he's going through some shit in New York too. He going through some shit.
As a person who goes to New York often, it's going to be a hellhole next year.
Yeah, they already talk like he's already like why would you make a goddamn commercial singling out a very successful business that adds economy to your fucking city? Now the dude is moving his shit to Florida.
No. He already moved his shit to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But he's completely rethinking about doing a complete move.
Yeah, his partners. He's been talking to his partners and some other people to move.
Yeah.
He sure
and
has.
So they ain't gonna come out straight off of it. What they're using it as a negotiation tactic.
Mm-hmm. Doing what Donald Trump did with some shit like
leaving
NATO is a tactic by Donald Trump to try to get what he wants out of NATO. He's still willing. He's still willing to fucking leave anyway because we were the police.
No,
we were. Go ahead.
We're leaving NATO. We're leaving NATO. Of course. It's just if the Republicans win the House and the Senate, they look like they're going to win the House. But if they win the House and the Senate, we're pulling out NATO. We're going to end the filibuster and we're pulling out of NATO.
I think, and because they couldn't get the SAVE Act to pass, if they win the House, or I think they're going to just win a majority in the House. I don't think they're going to lose the House. But if they lose the Senate, if they win the Senate, they're going to pass that Save America Act. They're going to pass that shit.
I don't understand why we haven't done it. They just don't want to end the filibuster.
That's all. It's just that's all that shit is, dude.
They're like. And that's the reason why did you think all of these rhinos literally lost their they're going to bring
that shit back. Once them jokers get in office, they're going to bring that Save America shit back.
Yeah, they like all those rhinos literally have lost their fucking congressional seats.
Yeah, all the rhinos lost. They sure did. Indiana, they took.
Well, my bad, but I think it was Trump. With Indiana was 5 out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Still not bad for a president. That is
Still
actually
not bad at all.
That is actually pretty fucking good for a president.
You know, he gained 2 points with Black Americans.
Huh?
He gained 2 points. Mm-hmm. It was down like 14%. Now it's at plus 16.
I have no faith in black people.
Me neither, but
all.
it is what it is.
It was 23% before the election with Donald Trump.
They're saying that black people now. No. What I should have said is not Donald Trump, but Republican Party. Like, there's been a 4 million voter swing to Republican, like registration. 4 million swing to the Republican Party.
What, for just black people or for people in general? It can't be, because black people don't vote that much. You're talking about at least 30%.
Well, I'm just letting you know that's what I saw on the news, dude.
Now, if it's 30%, I will be applauding and I will be surprised. But black folks, remember what I said last election with Donald Trump? I have no faith in black people. I literally said that. I don't have faith in black people to change their mind and to change how they're going to vote. And they proved me right again. 92% for black women, 87% with black men.
I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. I truly believe, because I read the Bible and what it says about black people in Deuteronomy 28. I truly believe we will continue to be the meek. We will continue to be the bottom of the barrel as a whole race until the end of time, until Jesus come back. Because it's going to take him in order to save us, because we ain't finna save ourselves.
Shit, by the time Jesus come back, I feel black people going to be extinct.
That could be that could happen too. That could happen too.
I'm sorry. Hey, to all the people who think I'm cool for saying what I said, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. But
we
you
headed that way.
You niggas have brought it onto yourself. Jesus
in America,
will come back.
Not Africa, but in America, we headed that way. We not replacing our population. Our women are unaliving babies at the highest rate. I mean, let's be real.
Jesus will come back
black
before
on
you
black
niggas
crime,
get it together.
Incarceration. They can't impregnate no women in jail, can they? Well, yeah, if you visit them, they can. And conjugal visits, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Jesus will be back before black people ever get it together, Sean.
Let's move on, because we got to go to crypto. Let's move on.
Situation in Virginia with the FBI searching the offices of a key Democratic official involved in the so-called redistricting wars. NBC News learned that the feds are at the Portsmouth office and business of the top Democrat in the Virginia State Senate, L. Louise Lucas. You're seeing that search right here. A source familiar with the matter tells NBC News it's connected to a long-running public corruption investigation into Lucas with roots in the Biden era. Now, Lucas is somebody who led the charge for her state to pass an amendment to let Virginia change its congressional maps to be basically more Democratic leaning. And that's happening as Republicans ramp up their own redistricting fight. Like in Tennessee, the GOP there has unveiled a new map that would wipe out the state's lone Democratic seat. Republicans in South Carolina have taken some new steps to do the same. Gary Grumbach is joining us now. And to be clear here, Gary, we cannot necessarily draw a direct line between the Lucas investigation and the redistricting fight. But based on some of the statements you're getting, some top Democrats in Virginia are certainly connecting those dots.
Yeah, on that point, federal agents today also executed a search warrant at a nearby cannabis dispensary called the Cannabis Outlet that happens to be co-owned by State Senator Louise Lucas. So that's an important part here, too. We're told
why her dumb ass ain't put that shit in a trust? LLC, her shit, put that shit in a trust? Oh, if she had put that shit in the trust, they wouldn't even know she owned the shit.
Drugs are not the primary focus of this investigation. We're told that this public corruption idea is, and it is, as you said, been long running. Don Scott, however, the Virginia House Speaker, very powerful Democrat, in the state of Virginia is questioning the legitimacy of this whole investigation and this whole warrant search and this raid that happened this morning, saying in part, quote, given the politicization of this administration, I think people should take this with a grain of salt and allow the facts to come out before jumping to conclusions. Now, I will say...
Well, at least he said that. That's all right. I don't mind him saying that. Hey, but check this out. This is what I just thought about. Somebody was mentioning something about Gavin Newsom wanting to be our president, right? And J.D. Vance being the, I guess, fraud czar. If y'all ain't figured it out by now, let Gavin Newsom do all he want to run as president of the United States. J.D. Vance is the fraud czar. He has all the access to all the information. He gonna bring all that shit out in debates. He gonna probably bring that shit out in damn and fucking ads, debates. By the time he's done with Gavin Newsom, nobody will trust that motherfucker. Nobody.
It's notable that other statewide Democrats across the Commonwealth of Virginia, people like Governor Abigail Spanberger or the Attorney General Jay Jones, have actually sort of held their fire and not said things like that and have said, you know what, I'm just going to wait until things come out. I'm not going to say anything whatsoever because we don't know exactly how serious this could be. Because while the Eastern District of Virginia recently has been a hotspot for very political indictments, very political investigations, this one does seem, from our conversations with our sources, does seem to be part of a more legitimate, long-running investigation.
So y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that, right? It has nothing to do. It's no DOJ being weaponized against somebody. This shit been going on for a minute. Shit been going on for a fucking minute.
Sean, I do got like 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, we about to.
My bad,
Dragon,
bro.
you good, man? Dragon. Dragon. Well, I don't know what's going on with Dragon.
Yes, I'm back.
You ready?
I was using the restroom. Give me just a second. Yes, I'm ready.
Dragon eating banana with rice.
It's bananas with rice. You know, it's just bananas and rice. You know, it's like having bananas and rice. All right, Dragon, whenever you're ready, bro, you can go ahead with the crypto news, dog.
All right. So, what I want to go ahead and talk about is for the fact where the architecture is changing when it comes to blockchain technology. Things are getting more and more into DeFi, which is decentralized finance, even in regards to employment, because yes, true enough, AI is taking over some jobs, but there's also other jobs that can pay you anywhere between 120,000 to 350,000. We be working with AI in regards to especially the crypto landscape. So just to give an example of the crypto investment salaries in 2026 for a crypto VC investor as a senior, that's $300,000 to $800,000 a year base salary plus carryover plus tokens. A digital asset project manager and trader, $300,000 to $2 million plus total. Quant and algo trader, $200,000 to $1 million. Research analyst, $120,000 to $350,000. A product manager in regards to TradeFi is $150,000 to $400,000. Blockchain developer is $150,000 to $500,000 plus total commission plus the tokens of which you get on the corresponding chain. And then for compliance or regulatory, that's $120,000 to $350,000 a year. So with respect to that, things are getting, like I said, more diverse in regards to the crypto landscape. And in your free time, I say make sure that you have this knowledge and understanding because things are ramping up for you. Also, as well, from the HederaCon that was done just the other day, you not only have the White House that is extremely excited for the productivity of all the infrastructure which is being brought on chain in regards to Hedera, you have more real estate that is being tokenized on Hedera in regards to real world assets because Hedera Hashgraph is actually the #1 leading blockchain when it does come to institutional adoption. Because not only do they have IBM, they have T-Mobile, they have NVIDIA most people are not aware, and I'm not sure if I said this last time or not, but HBAR is embedded into every last NVIDIA chip. And if HBAR is integrated with NVIDIA and also AMD, and if NVIDIA is the one that's making the processor chips to go into your computers and other stuff, also NVIDIA is the one that is creating the processors for the AI data centers too. Hedera is leading most definitely in regards to institutional adoption and the like. So what they also had indicated as well, and this is coming from the two co-founders and the founders of Hedera Hashgraph itself, is to where there is seamless interoperability in regards to all of the chains of what can link up to Hedera. So there's no more bridging. Is they're literally making it to where the smart contracts on Hedera can speak on the smart contracts as an example on the Metallicus blockchain, XRP, and the likeness of it. Also, Red Swan, which is a major real estate company, has actually tokenized over $2.5 billion worth of real estate already on the Hedera network. IBM is going to be integrating more of Hedera in regards to its systems for what it utilizes as well too. Plus, most people don't realize and know that Google utilizes the Hedera as well because Google is on the Hedera Council. Oh, also not to mention, besides Google, there's a bunch of other individuals such as like FedEx, which is on the Hedera Council because FedEx utilizes Hedera in regards to tracking their packages and other stuff for data allocation and the like. Because that's one of the good things about blockchain technology. It gives you immutable data, so that way you can see if one thing is transferred from one point to another, it can't be omitted or changed. And there is literally that information showing there at that time stamp for exactly what happened on the day, the hour, the month from that time step, and shows when it went from one chain to the next. That way you have your information there. So even they're utilizing it. So if you have these major institutional companies that are integrating this blockchain technology on the back end in regards to what they have alone, then like I said, you have NVIDIA, who is the largest manufacturer in the world of processors, that has Hedera integrated into the processors themselves. And those same processors are going into the AI data centers that's being built up right now as we speak. Not financial advice, but I see the potential of what's going on with Hedera Hashgraph. Not also to mention that they do pay their developers in USDT0, of course, because that's another thing of what they integrated on there is in regards to your stablecoin payments. Seamless, frictionless, easy. From one chain to the next. You can hold your USDC on the Hedera network, so you can hold it into your Hashpack wallet, as an example. But Hedera is one of my number one networks that I do talk about often. I know I talk a lot about XRP and the case uses, but I was speaking more along the lines for XRP of what's happening in the financial landscape and where your money is being changed over to and who is being regulated from a federal standpoint, and where you can invest in that new financial rail system, which everybody's using. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Franklin Templeton, Japan, China, Brazil, Venezuela's getting ready to use it, Uruguay. Hell, even Africa is using parts of it. Hell, Kenya is the number one spot besides Nigeria over there in Africa that has been utilizing cryptocurrency because they're ahead in regards to USDC. Also utilizing ROUSD because ROUSD is global. Because remember, before we had the adoption over here in the United States, because the SEC battle that was going on for 4 years, they had ties with the UAE, Japan, Africa as a whole, and then South America as well too. So all those companies are geared up and ready to go. We're the only ones that's fucking behind. That's why they're clamoring and scrambling now to get this Clarity Act passed. And the new update is they're going to should be signing that on the 14th, 2 days after my birthday is when that's going to get passed. You know how happy that I'm going to be in regards to that being passed on my birthday, or at least to get signed so that way it can get over there to the president's desk, because you already know he's going to sign that into office instantaneously. And once they get signed into office, that's when the institutions are going to get their green light so that way they can start pouring in their millions of dollars of what they want to into these assets and start utilizing these blockchains like how they need to. And then we're really going to see some price movement, even though I'll ever talk about price speculation and the like. But I will say this, by 2027, you're going to see some fucking movement. By 2027, you will definitely see some movement going along that time, because the asset management group, hedge funds, token managers, they all stated, and I mean every last one, that said if they don't already have crypto allocations right now as it is, they will have those allocations no later than December, before January of 2027. So that way by mid 2027, they can go ahead and start offering those crypto services to you. Why do you think JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and a couple of other companies already have their stable coins? They've already tested their payment mechanism in regards to Ripple system. Because I told y'all beforehand, in which a lot of people don't really know and they're not understanding it, Ripple was the MFer that actually set up the system for these banks and other things to actually build blockchains and create their own shit. Ripple was the one way back when in 2012 that actually started to build up the infrastructure in regards to this shit. It's all in their paperwork, and that's what it was in the background for them. So now when you have the Wells Fargo stablecoin, the JP Morgan stablecoin, the Bank of America stablecoin, in which those are central bank deposit notes, which is like your bank deposits and other stuff. So that is another method in order to utilize, that aspect for finances. I know some people are like, oh, CBDC, this direct bank, that's central currency. Yeah, that's just another avenue of what you can do something inside that bank, but you can also operate outside that bank as well too, because the banks are going to be heavily dependent on their CBDCs. The stable coins is your link to be out of that effort. But that's you and your financial choice and decision of how you're gonna operate. I know how me and my people are going to. But that's all I really have in regards to crypto news. But like, Adara is really making some moves, and also that marketplace is up right now. That marketplace is all green. Y'all know that I love red though when it comes to the marketplace, because then that allows me to dollar cost average, so that way I can reposition myself. And then usually because of that fear index, people like to go ahead and sell stuff off, which allows me to get some more. But people are feeling really happy right now because everything is up. And I mean, everything is up. Because Hedera was 8 cents the other day, and it's 9 cents, almost 10. Hell, XLM was 15 cents the other day and went up to 17 cents, and then it dropped down to 16 cents. So I would say people need to check their portfolios and a couple other things else. The only one that is particularly down around this time is about Canton Coin, but Canton Coin is actually up technically because it was 14 cents the other day, went up to 16 cents, then dropped down to 15 cents. So you see how the market is retracing itself, it is getting itself ready for this Clarity Act that was getting ready to pass. That's why the markets are moving. That's why they got people distracted on aliens and oil and all this other stuff, but they pass the stuff in the background. That way that the masses are going to miss exactly what's being changed on the economy side, financial avenue side. It's like how it normally goes, but I'm not going to dive deep into that subject like that, because that is a different rant. But that's what I have for crypto news, and I appreciate y'all listening in.
So check this out, folk. Just did a chat GPT search. Most trusted stablecoin, USDC PYUSD, which is I think that's PayPal's.
Fuck using PayPal. Fuck that. No.
No, I'm just telling you what I know you gonna have a problem with it. I'm just telling you what chat GPT said. All right, most used settlement chain, Ethereum. Most used is enterprise blockchains, Hyperledger, Fabric, Corda. Most speculative institutional crypto exposure, Bitcoin plus Ethereum ETFs. This is what I want to highlight. Most used for cross-border banking pilots, and you've heard this from Crypto Dragon, XRP and Stellar. He's already said that several times.
Yep. I mean, you even have Wisdom Tree, and if anybody knows how big Wisdom Tree is, you have Wisdom Tree Prime, remember, that's utilizing Stellar Rails in order to give people tokenized gold, legitimate gold that is backed by an actual vault over there in the UK. On top of that, on Stellar, which is XLM. So one of the largest asset management groups is getting tokenized gold on the Stellar network. And one of the ways that you're able to get that gold is with USDC. So if you have Stellar and you have USDC and then you have the Wisdom Prime app, so that way you can get this tokenized. You know what I'm saying too much right now.
All the shit you be saying, dude, this shit right on ChatGPT, dog.
Man.
I'm talking about real world assets. It's talking about Ondo.
Every single last one I've been saying.
On-chain, BlackRock.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've been preaching for the longest.
I'm a nigga. Don't let don't trust it. It's the white man trying to trick you.
He's stupid.
Tether gold.
The white man.
Tokenized commodity.
Yup.
I don't want these niggas to have crypto. The white man trying to trick you. Don't believe it, bruh.
Man, screw that.
The white man wants your money.
I'm creating my own reparations. I don't need to wait.
Exactly.
I'm creating my own.
Exactly.
And wait. Here's the thing. Here's the motherfucking thing. And I gotta say it like this. This is the black folks' opportunity to create their own goddamn reparations. And I say goddamn reparations. There is these assets that you can get pennies on a motherfucking dollar.
He said the Lord's name in vain.
I said G-O-T. Thank you. There is assets for pennies on a dollar and legitimately banked to where you could have took 80 flipping bucks, got over 23K tokens in regards to what's getting ready to happen with payroll on a global scale. That motherfucker set the fucking clock. So that $80, that 23,000, when it hits $8, and it is going to hit $1, that is absolutely what's going to happen because this payroll. Somebody is like messing with some type of paper or something or something. Who's that? Is that you, Max?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. So and it's going to hit $1. That $80 can potentially net you $23,000 fucking dollars. And y'all don't want to have your own reparations. Or shit, let's say if you're able to get 8 million tokens because you were able to dollar cost average it. I mind you, 1 million tokens while this motherfucker is underneath the penny. Once that bitch hits $1, that's how much you made. It's netted up $1 billion fucking dollars. And all of these different institutions are literally about to pour their children into these assets. And you are going to get priced the fuck out. Now, mind you, this is not financial advice. This is just giving you flat out literacy and common fucking sense. If you want your reparations, you need to create it yourself. And I'm going to say this for the people that be like, oh, the white man keeps me back and everything else like that. They actually gave you all the fucking tools that you need in order to do it and told you to get it your damn self. Y'all just too fucking stupid in order to actually want to get it. You got the internet, you got AI, you got several different ways in order to actually get it and make it yourself, and they will actually congratulate you on top of that. So while you sit up here talking all they down and doing this and that, no, they're actually allowing the stupid to be stupid, and they congratulate the ones that was intelligent enough to actually figure shit out. And then you can talk their language, which is money. So because you're not educating yourself on how you can actually make money and generational money on top of that, they ain't gonna want to deal with you. You're not talking their language. You talking the language of what they're gonna ignore with all you trying to hold it back. Because of this and this, the systemic, this ain't. Yes, I have to admit there has been some things systemically, but right now the only thing that's systemically holding your ass back is you, motherfucker. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you are the only thing holding you back. You are the only thing that's keeping you in your financial place. You are the only thing that's keeping you in your emotional place. You are the only thing that's keeping you in your mental place. Everything falls on you. You gotta stop blaming you white men, white women for what is going on in your life when they're actually not doing anything to you. And I'm gonna say it like this: your ass ain't out there on that field getting whipped, picking cotton, or anything else like that. You are not sitting up here having to say, yes, master, beat each other up until one actually murks in order just to get some food and make sure that you save it another day because you are faced to fight your own brother or do that to your own sister. We are not in them times anymore. Y'all gotta let that BS go. Like, seriously. That's the reason why y'all are behind. All right, I'll land. Just saying, I'm sick of this shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers too damn stupid in order to create something for yourself, but you are the one bitch and complain because you that lazy. And yeah, I'm gonna say it just like that too. I'm gonna call it out like it is. That's the reason why. That's the reason why that group is in the situation of where they are, because of that exactly. And then they spend so much time quarreling and bickering versus actually being like, you know what, this is the actual problem. Let's resolve this shit. Let's do something about it, because one half doesn't want to actually fix the other issue, while the other half is fed up with the bullshit and moving along. That means it's completely destroyed in the first place. So all that bickering and all that other shit, fuck all that. Get your money up. Get your money up. Get rich, bitch.
Hey, so check this out. Just to add, and we're gonna end it on this. And this is something that you should be doing in 6 to 24 months, probably quicker than that. Stablecoin yield, reinvest into real world assets. Real world yield, real world asset yield, add to liquidity positions. Crypto gains, rotate into stable yield based during spikes, which maintain 24% liquidity buffer at all times. Now, what's crazy is, guys, I have said on this before. If you want to know anything about crypto, here is his email. He has already been saying this shit for like almost going on 3 years. He's already been saying this shit. Rotating the stable yield base during spikes. He said that before. Adding liquidity positions. Yes, reinvesting in real world assets. He's done that shit. He said that shit. Thank goodness I know him. But he's been saying the same shit that ChatGPT just got damn brought up.
And mind you, ChatGPT is just now saying that type of information because of the institutional adoption of what's going on. But overall, this is like how you're going to wind up making your money later on, so that way it can be in generational wealth. That's why I've been saying on this magnificent podcast for the longest, stack up your stable coins. Get that stuff together now. Go ahead and dollar cost average. Start looking into DeFi platforms so that way you have your money work for you versus just having it sitting there and not allocating and making anything like how you would do with traditional banking, because the traditional banking ain't going to give you anything. That's the reason why they were giving hell to the exchanges in regards to stablecoin yields, because you get more higher APY and APR than what you would do with the traditional savings account. Because in your traditional savings account, you get anywhere between 0.01% up to a potential 1%, depending on what bank that you get. And with an accredited credit union, you can get up to 6% APR or APY, but that's with a minimum of $1,500 deposit with the 3 to 6 month maturation rate. So after 3 to 6 months, that's when you start a journey. Versus where in DeFi, you can get an automatic anywhere between 5.8 up to 10%, maybe 8% APY and or APR, depending on the platform and depending on what their lockup time method is, the rate for what it takes for unbonding and other stuff. You can instantaneously start making liquidity now. Just as an example, on a platform called xrpl.soil.co, that is a legitimate bona fide XRP website that is backed by the XRP legend, because it is on there and it is the only one that is institutional grade and institutionally backed in regards to getting yield off of your RLUSD, as an example. And I'm extremely motherfucking happy for the yield of what I've been able to get because I've been one of the early people to invest in that shit. Or like with Stellar X, or with Metallicus, or with Doppler, or with expectmatic.org, or with Stater Labs, or with Bonzo.finance, or with Sausage Swap. All of these legitimate ways to be DeFi platforms from those blockchain companies itself in order to gain maximum yield exposure and then position yourself so that way you will own a piece of the new financial future. Because Larry Fink just said it the other day that the next thing that he's thinking about is people are going to have to pay for compute. So if you're going to have to pay for compute, and if these assets of what we're talking about is literally programmable compute, do you not see where he is leading into? If you do not have these assets, you're going to be stuck the fuck out, period. So figure out different ways of how to get that yield. Tap that into your AI or message me. I will gladly have a one-on-one talk with you, and I will set up a consultation so that way I can walk you through from A all the way to Z, so that way you will be fully competent, comprehensive, and have an understanding in regards to how you can operate your assets. Because that's all I do on a daily basis, and these two people right here, they can vouch for it. If they get it all day, constant, to where I have to slow down in regards to the information that I provide to y'all. That's all I got, Sean.
All right, man. I appreciate you, and we really appreciate you, bro, for all the stuff that you do, all the information that you give to us, man, because it's not like we paying you for this stuff. So, but yeah, folks, y'all need to call this man. Y'all need to get in touch with this dude. Y'all need to email this dude. Whatever you got to do to get in touch with him to get this stuff going, man, because I'm telling you, reparations aren't to be given. They are to be earned.
And I'm going to charge people after the Clarity Act is, too. I'm going to say it now.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I'm going to say this. Because once the institutions start pouring in their money, because you already have major institutions looking for people in order to start building on their stuff, such as BlackRock, SimCorp, SS&C, DealCloud, Indata, Infusion, Affinity, Alu Systems, Dynamo, Clearwater.
Hey, Sean, Dragon. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, y'all get in line, man. This ain't financial advice, just literacy. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Y'all have a great night.
Bless y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back probably in about Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember when I'm off again, but we'll be back, y'all. Anyway, peace out.